We mix it all with these, baby, come and feel the beat. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For the bourbon, top the toys tonight. Rip this mambo, but we're feeling right. Media spins, but stand our ground. Craft and joy with every beat and sound. Dive in the mix will set you free. Here at BTM Reviews, on the symphony. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want you to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Raise a glass, let's get by. Together we'll make the spirits high. Leave the naysayers in the dust, child. Join the rhythm, sing and get wild. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know we're about to do sky bad with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah.
In a world that's moving fast, grips us trying to make it last. But here we are in our own lane, talking bourbon, toys and things, chasing dreams like wild horses. Yeah, faithful hearts in the frame. BTM Reviews, we won't fade away. With passion in our veins, we're here to say, from the bourbon's glow to stories untold, together in this journey, brave and bold. Lighting up the night sky with every sip and every sigh, celebrating moments we're true and real. It's in these things we find appeal, grifters fade into the mist. Yeah, we rise above and we exist. BTM Reviews, we won't fade away. With passion in our veins, we're here to say, from the bourbon's glow to stories untold, together in this journey, brave and bold. We'll keep talking about what we love in the world that we're dreaming of. Together we'll rise above anything that comes our way. BTM Reviews, we won't fade away. With passion in our veins, we're here to say, from the bourbon's glow to stories untold, together in this journey, brave and bold.
Hello everybody, I'm starting a new channel and we're going to be talking about whiskey, bourbon, toys, media. Just want to give a quick short to let everybody know what to expect to talk about, plus much more. Hello everybody, I'm starting a new channel and we're going to be
Hey guys, this is Nate with BTM Reviews. Thanks for stopping by. Tonight we're going to talk about some things we don't like, but we're going to talk about more things we do like. So please come in, leave the bullshit behind, and let's have a
I'm a very fat man.
I'm a black man.
I'm a bearded man.
I'm a horseman. Today I'll be coming out and identifying as a bearded woman.
Dark.
I identify as non-binary.
Dark enough to be chosen to represent the blacks and get a paycheck for doing so.
I'm about the size of like 4 men. Okay, maybe more like 6 men.
I'm also genderqueer.
That's what Democrats are for.
I'm not just a horseman, okay? I love horses. Love them. I'm a powerful woman.
I'm gender fluid.
One of my eyes looks over this way, the other looks that way.
I want to use my horse to start a family. Don't you judge me.
How much longer you need me for?
I can't see shit anyways.
A horse wants to be president?
My preferred pronouns are V and Ver with the optional czar, but only on Sundays.
I say let the horse be president.
Look, I got places to be and things to do, okay?
I'm also experimenting with transspeciesism, and I identify as black.
Look, I don't know how big I am. The scales are inside and I can't fit through the door.
I'm also a part-time transpansexual.
I'm man enough to bear back my horse and suck. All worth it. I'm a strong, independent, powerful woman.
I need a shit.
Love my horse.
Look, I haven't seen my penis in way over 30 years.
Really love.
Okay if I go?
So, we done?
And I'm sick and tired of people telling me just who and what I can and cannot fuck. I mean, love is love, man.
The smell of cheese don't faze me.
I'm transelfium.
I love my horse and my horse loves me.
Okay, so I'm done here, all right? Got shit to do.
I'm a woman in charge.
Help pay for my trans operations.
Not so bad for like a rap boy drawing for a few minutes.
Hell. Hey guys, this is Dave with BTM Reviews. I don't know how that happened. How's everybody doing tonight? Suit sent that over, that Kamala Harris ad. I have to agree with it. Jim, what do you think? Don't you think that was
seemed like like at the beginning there was some really messed up. The sound and the pictures weren't in sync.
Like my internet's off?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was seeing. It was like doing
all right.
Like it seemed weird to me in the beginning. Maybe it was my internet. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me switch internet. So you talk to the chat.
Hello, chat. How are you today? Any news, chat? Anything out there got you spooked? Halloween is coming. Spooky days are ahead.
Ooh.
Speaking of spooky, has anyone looked into this whole Blood Ruth cartoon campaign thing going on?
Blood Ruth
When's
cartoon?
it coming? I don't know. Something.
Dude, did you know that the goal tonight for me to dress in blackface Friday or on Halloween is $500 in super chats tonight? Did you know that?
What happened? Oh, look at this. We got a weirdo in the chat. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's a weirdo.
Yeah. I don't know why they're here. But that's not a proven fact what they're saying. So you know how it goes.
Yeah.
He was wanted for owning nuclear explosive. A guy in Austria killed a woman and then blew himself up. Holy shit.
Wow. That's interesting.
We'll play it again. We're going to play it again, Captain Bitbo. Is that what it is? All right. So, how you doing, Amoral? Ben Togel, how are you? Oh, we have a stimulated guy here. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, not very stimulated. I'm tired as hell, man.
What's your problem?
It's been a busy day, man. Wood chopping season started, so I went and done my big boy normal job this morning. Then went and done that until 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Yeah.
I think I got home around 6:30, 6:45. So, yeah, first week or so.
How many weeks of that shit do you do?
I do it all winter. I do it until probably about March is when we'll sell our last load. So,
So you guys got land that you're chopping it from?
yeah, we got 10 acres in the lower part of our county, and then we also go around, and anybody that wants trees chopped, we'll just remove them for free if we get the wood.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
Our neighbors give us the wood. You know how it is.
Yeah. So I saw that Eric believes in diversity now, Jim.
Cool.
So
Diversity.
we're gonna check that out because I see I I don't think you should call it diversity in the Rippaverse. I think you might want to say character building because that's less of an SJW statement, Jim. Like, don't say diversity. Like, that's stupid. Have good characters. Sounds exhausting. You should probably leave the stream and go to sleep.
Hey, Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. If you like looking at a fat dude's asshole, you're at the wrong stream. You go over to Kino Casino and check out his asshole. He'll show it to you. Because that's the type of guy he is.
For sure.
For free.
Yeah.
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 But he's a Christian.
PPP.
Canadian Christian at that, right? Yeah.
All the bootnicky records.
Exactly. Apparently, Nick said he's going to start streaming again.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
He's been gone for what, 2 months? A month?
He's been gone for a while. He's had stuff he's got to take care of.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Chuck. Oh.
So anyway, Jim, are you interested in knowing about the diverse universe or expanding universe with diverse?
Oh, we're going to talk about the growing Earth?
Classical diversity. Yeah.
Oh.
Classical diversity.
Sure, why not?
I mean, we're going to talk about that. And then, you know, we got to go to part 3 of our boy, Cameron Pasha. But also Low Watermark sent me a really cool video, and I think it's a pretty good video. And it's a bunch of people reacting to the same movie and the same exact scene. And the point is, as we're watching it, we're going to go, oh, I guess you don't have to see yourself to believe it. Right? In the movies, like if it's a good movie, you'll just get the emotions of the movie. So
yeah. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, right?
Yeah. And he sent over that video, and I invited him on because I'd love for him to come on and talk about it, because this is kind of stuff he loves.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after we hear about Eric's diversity.
I've been so busy all day. I didn't even see that. So when I saw the title of the stream,
it's not a video. We're going to have to read tonight. Have to put our brains on.
No. Boo.
Yeah. It's even better.
Boo.
We should have Jim read. We should have Jim read a sentence. Or we should do it, and Jim should read it as a ripetard, and I should read it as a CGer and get the different interpretations.
What did I do wrong?
No, you would just read it like Sturgis, like, oh my God, this is awesome. Listen to this. He's so smart. Oh my God.
I love diversity in comics, bud.
I never thought about that before.
Diversity is great.
Diversity is great, bud. You're just a hater, bud. You're just blokies, bud. You'd have diversity too, bud, if you weren't such blokies.
That's right. God, I watched this fucking movie today before the stream called Streaming.
What's it?
And it's basically family goes to a hotel. They get there. The guy running the hotel closes the hotel down, like locks everybody in. And starts a game show. And there's a bunch of murderers that are in the game killing everybody in the hotel. God damn, dude. That shit was brutal. Like, they were, you know, like we were talking last night about that one. What's that one? Part 3's coming out.
Terrifier.
Terrifier. It's like that. Like they got to show you the drill bit knife going into every fucking, you know, every time. Like just the blood, the guts. And they don't mind killing everybody. It was pretty good.
It'd have been an even scarier movie if you said they cut off the free internet.
They don't have internet in the hotel.
Oh God, Jesus, that's a horror story.
Hey, pull this up for a second. This is for Mr. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. Hey, since you're fans of the Kino Casino, look at this. It says a top Kino Casino donor leaked Andy Worski having a complete meltdown. His campaign impacted Worski so much he's losing it at his donors over how much he used to sweep for pedos. So Worski sweeps for pedos. Oh my God. Are you a pedo, Mr. Bizarre Adventure? Must be. Look at this. Oh, wow. Look. Which one? Was this you? Is this you? Are you this guy? Bizarre Adventure? No? Oh, wait. Maybe you're this guy. Are you this guy here? This guy here who had cheated on his wife with a grinder site and they got all his information here on the farms? Is that you? Because, these are the people that hang out at Kino Casino.
Kino Casino is just like...
so if you want to look at assholes or have
loud.
gay sex, Kino Casino is the place for you.
I don't know shit about Casino except for the couple of videos we did here.
Yeah. I mean, I watched... I used to like Andy Worski.
Mm-hmm.
He was funny. He was pretty entertaining. But,
Yeah,
man, it's just a bunch of... It's just a bunch of loud noises and screaming for 4 hours.
Right.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. But anyway, that movie was a very, very B movie, right?
Yeah.
Like you could tell it might have been the guy's second or third movie he's ever made in his life. But it was still watchable. And you could tell like the acting was... It's weird how much acting actually matters, Jim. Like the actors, and they're available to like actually get their lines across believable. It matters. And when you watch some of these B movies, you're like, this ain't cool.
They say something, but the inflection in their face is wrong or the tone is wrong.
Yeah.
Or you look at them, you're like, what? Come on. Y'all could, that was your best take? Y'all couldn't have tried that again?
That was your best kill face. Like, she looks like she's still alive. Like I just saw the guy wrap a boat or a barbed wire fucking wire around her neck and cut her neck halfway through her whole neck.
Oh, with a piece of barbed wire, yeah. Because that would that would happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the husband comes in and he like picks up her head, and I'm thinking, why is she helping him move her head? Like that's what I kept thinking. Like she's helping. Stop helping.
Yeah.
Stop
helping him do it. What are you doing?
Oh shit. All right. So we've got our daily solar report, right, Jim? You ready to go?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Jim was ready, guys. Thank God Crazy Cat's
Good
not
morning, folks. We're going to hit the tropical
Dead air,
activity in
Dave.
the eastern
Well, we have
part
a
of the
crazy
world,
cat in
a new
the chat,
mission
but not Crazy
dissecting
Cat.
the atmosphere,
Yeah,
and a
that's true.
paper on significant Starlink satellite losses during the May solar storm. We're starting with a very quiet last 24 hours on our star.
Nice.
Definitely a little nap being taken by the sun at the moment. No significant solar flares. We remain in C-class range. Solar wind and geomagnetic conditions are quiet. We're monitoring the sunspots and plasma filaments, but so far they have remained stable and calm. So let's head over to the West Pacific and North Indian Ocean. Several days ago, we said tropical systems would hit the Philippines and then develop east of India. They have done exactly that. Philippines being impacted heavily now, and that storm is moving slowly, while the one developing in the Bay of Bengal is going to tighten up and then head north in the next few days. High watch levels here, and then after hitting the Philippines, we do expect that storm to survive and continue west towards Vietnam after skirting south of China. Eyes open in affected areas. Folks, a new mission called EarthCare is able to peer into clouds and layers of the atmosphere like no mission before. Its ability to see everything from aerosol content to dissecting storm clouds and seeing what's in each layer is a huge step up from the previous missions of this kind. This includes a rapid enough cadence to monitor development and changes to a system over short periods of time. Lastly, folks, nobody should be surprised by this one. Data is in, and it is confirmed that several Starlink satellites were lost in the May 2024 solar superstorm. Interestingly, the ramp up in activity began the orbital abnormalities, while the storm itself put the nail in their coffins and caused re-entry and loss of the craft. They do seem to be the most vulnerable of the satellites, even if it is due to their abundance. Lastly, folks, I will be out at the ranch tomorrow. We've got tons of other stuff happening this fall, and we would love to see you in person. That journey begins at observerranch.com. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right here, but right now it's 5:35 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun.
I need more
Eyes
death and
open,
destruction on our
no
way, Jeff.
fear. Be safe, everyone.
I don't watch this for the boring. You know, it's been record highs up here for the last 2 days.
It was cold here for about a week, man.
It was like
it was cold here.
It's like 81 yesterday and 72 or 74 today.
I had to turn my pool heater back on.
You use your heater in Florida?
I like to keep it a nice 87 degrees.
You like to take a bath?
I just don't like to be cold when I get in it.
That's cool. Is it salt water?
Yeah.
Yeah. My boss.
87 is perfect. You get in, you don't, no shock, no nothing. You just right in.
And it doesn't take much to keep it at 87 in the summer and stuff.
No,
so,
it's way hotter in the summer. But
yeah,
usually I only usually use the heater for the hot tub or for like December, January, February, and that's it. That's all you really need the heater for.
My boss was in Nebraska, and he went saltwater with his pool. I asked
The
him.
jackasses I bought my house from took the salt water. The
Dude,
whole.
He says it's a love-hate relationship.
They took it out. They left the computer and all that stuff, but the what's the like filter thing that you have, Jim?
It's a cell. It's a cell.
The cell. They
Salt
took the
cell.
salt cell out and just done it all chlorine.
I mean, the salt cells are like $800 for the cell.
And how long do they last?
Well, if you clean them, take care of them, they should last 5-6 years.
Oh, is that long, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
And all you got to do is keep the salt. You know what I mean? You keep the salt between 2,500 parts per million and 3,200 parts per million.
Do you have to add salt like you do?
Only if the water overflows and it gets diluted, like with rain.
Yeah,
so
sure.
It overflows. Other than that, because all it does is it uses electrolysis to separate the salt molecules to create chlorine.
Right.
And then as it basically combines back together after it is used in the sun. So it stays salt. That doesn't go anywhere. It's only when you get a lot of rain and your pool overflows, then you might lower your salt level.
Yeah, I haven't bit the bullet and bought a new salt cell and hooked everything back up yet. I just
But
haven't wanted to do it.
It's a lot easier to take care of the pool.
I pretty much got it down to a science now, but
I mean, you don't have to worry about chlorine. You don't have to worry about adding all these other
fucking
chemicals.
chlorine is so fucking expensive. Jesus, man.
It didn't used to be.
It didn't. Yeah.
They fucked everything up, dude.
Yeah, it was let's see, I pay like 100 and I get it for like 120 for 50 pounds. I think is what I'm getting it for right now. And I was getting 50 pounds for like $50
Yeah, it's
when I first
ridiculous.
moved in here.
Yeah. It's way too much
insane.
money.
I just stock up during the winter. During the winter, people they just put it on the shelves and sell it cheap, and I just buy as much of it as I can. It's stupid. God, I hate it.
But I would go with the salt.
Yeah, I need to bite the bullet. I
It's
still
way-
got the
it's way-
computer.
It's way better because you're not because when you add when you're putting in artificial chlorine, you have this what's free chlorine
Yeah.
molecules and this other stuff which doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, the chlorine
It's
can
like-
get locked up and stuff.
Yeah, it gets
yeah.
real weird. But when you're using salt to generate it, it's constantly recycling.
Yeah.
Because it's basically blasts the atoms apart, the sodium and the chloride
So your
apart.
water never turns green.
Never.
I've had my pool do it twice where they just call it like your pool flips.
Yeah.
Where like you get a little algae in it, and then next thing you know, it looks like a lime green pond overnight. I've had it do it twice, and it is You're talking about $500 worth of chemicals to get it back right.
You don't have that problem with the with salt because your pH level is real easy to maintain. You just use some muriatic acid. That's all you ever really have to add. Just a little muriatic acid to keep the pH fine.
Just
you don't have to
work. Just got to wear fucking gloves and a face mask.
It's
It's a little acid. It'll be all right.
Acid. It's not pure anyway. It's all diluted down.
My boss uses it to clean his driveway.
Yeah, well, you use it to clean. Like you use it to clean the salt cell. That's what you use in the salt cell mixed with water, and you just soak it in there, and it cleans all. Anything that builds up inside her, takes it off.
So, Stimulated sent me this, Jim. I don't know if you saw this. I haven't seen it yet, but he sent it to me. So, let's see what this is.
Iranian nuclear program is going to be destroyed, and anyone who gets in the way, it doesn't matter where they are, even if they are politicians in the West, they are going to fall because we cannot afford.
Hold on. Did you hear what he just said? He threatened politicians in the West that if they don't agree with Israel's war against Iran, that they're going to fall. And remember, he's an Israeli agent. Are you saying Israel will murder politicians in the West or get rid of them politically through bribery or whatever else? What do you mean the politicians in the West will fall if they don't agree to back Israel's war against Iran?
Yeah, we will not vote for them anymore.
Oh, no, well, you don't vote for them now. You're not in our country.
Yeah, smile. They do smile.
We live in democracy, and we have the right to bring them up and to bring them down. Those who agree with Ayatollah, we don't want them in office. And all the sympathizers with terrorists like yourself, we don't want them even to be in our country.
Who is we, and how are you bringing down politicians in the West if they dare to defy Israel? Tell me how you're bringing them down.
I already answered you that.
Are you going to murder them, or are you going to bribe them? Or are you going to bribe someone else? Who are you going to do?
That was very confusing. Is he talking specifically about American politicians?
He said in the West, so he just means
he said in the West.
He said in the West, which means England, the U.S., France, Spain, Western Europe, basically.
That debate was brutal, though. I watched part of it when I got home and was eating. That debate was he had Cenk Uygur.
I thought it was Borat too, dude. Like that's fucking Borat.
That guy sounded more Muslim than Israeli.
See, that's what I thought to begin with when I was watching the debate, because I caught it, like I just skipped through and got to the middle of it because I'd seen there was a part where he was just talking mad shit to Cenk, and then I saw
he's going to take down Gondor and Arnor. Men of the West.
Yeah, that guy was really moral fat. Yeah, he's an Israeli spy.
Well, he's doing a terrible job if he's telling people, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree.
He's supposed to be like,
I agree.
Like, is Israel threatening to go to war with Iran? Is that happening?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're threatening. Yeah,
they're gonna hit Iran.
Yeah, they want to.
Because Iran shot a fuckload of missiles at them. What are you supposed to do? You're gonna have to do something.
Yeah. Who's saying not to do it? Lindsey Graham?
Listen,
No, he's out there cheering.
No, Lindsey Graham's going, look here, guys. We'll bomb Iran with you. Don't you worry about it. We're just going to get everybody in Congress sign them bills. We're just going to bomb Iran with you.
Ladybugs.
God, stop it.
That Zelensky said they're saying Zelensky threatened Trump that if he doesn't help him defeat Russia, they're going to get nuclear weapons in Ukraine.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
I think maybe you might have a problem with some other people too.
I think that if that's the case, you stop getting any funding from America and we let Russia walk right over your fucking dumb ass. Okay.
I think if he does that, he stops getting funding from everybody, because the EU's not going to want to put up with that.
Is the EU even sending him money?
Well, they are in like the form of arms from Korea, I believe is how it's working. Like they're sending like their old armaments, and then they're buying new armaments from like South Korea. I saw something on it a while back. But Zelensky.
You think that Putin's got Zelensky by the ball so bad he says, "You fucking get that money from Biden and you give it to me, or I am going to destroy your country."
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean,
I really wouldn't.
What is happening in Ukraine? Are there any more pictures? Any more anything? Any more?
The last thing I saw was
people. They're killing people with drones, flying drones
Yeah.
into people with grenades and stuff, and doing this shit. And yet, in the cities, they're partying at nightclubs and all this stuff going on, and they're spending billions of dollars that we keep sending them. They're just having a good old time. So
the last thing I
fuck
saw was a
them.
Russian agent. A drone dropped a bomb on him, and he picked it up and threw it away, or like kicked it away, and it blew up right beside him. And he like flipped off the drone. It was pretty funny. That was just a couple weeks ago.
See, that shit just seems to me like it's all fucking fake. This
Well, I
is
wouldn't doubt it.
Alex Jones and his fucking actors shit, dude. Like, I mean, what the hell? What is going on? I mean, I've seen plenty of Ukrainians partying on the internet, you know, showing videos of them partying and shit. So they seem in real fear of that incredibly powerful man, Putin, who's put the fear of God in everybody. Ugh. But and fuck Iran too, for sure. They can go down.
Oh yeah, fuck all of them. I want us to go back to being an isolationist for a little while.
But
we had too much shit going on here.
But Iran was an actual ally in the 70s, right, Jim?
Yeah, until Jimmy Carter fucked it
Fucked it
off.
up.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter fucked that all up. Yeah,
You know, Jimmy Carter, turn up your thermometer, turn up your thermostat, and we're gonna deal with this. What? No, how about you go fucking stop the crazy fuckers from taking over a place that was like very sophisticated, had equal rights for everybody. You know what I mean? It was fucking insane in the early 70s. What was, you know, Iran was modern. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they had modern
And then
airports,
Jimmy Carter,
all that
they
stuff,
had everything,
man.
you know?
Yeah.
And Jimmy Carter just goes, we don't want to get involved.
We don't want to get
You're almost doing a Ross Perot there for a second.
well, it's very frustrating, dude, because you know,
Look, when they took over the embassy, we should have immediately went in and just whacked everybody.
Yeah, just fucking ended
Should have been the end of it.
Yeah.
And then
Well, we pussyfooted around with other countries for so long now, right? Like, why do we play these
we don't
long,
pussyfoot
drawn out,
around, dude. We
stupid
do this shit
games?
on purpose. We do
I
this
know.
shit on purpose.
I know.
Because they know it's going to lead to another conflict. They're going to have to make more weapons. They're going to have to make more shit.
There's no money in winning the war. There's only money in fighting the war.
Just like
There's money in rebuilding. That's how, you know, World War II we got so rich.
That's why the Democrats hated the fucking Trump thing with abortion. He took it out of federal shit. So the feds, you know, the president can't talk about it like it's a real thing to them anymore. They have no control over it. It's up to the states.
Yeah. He threw the ball out of the stadium so they can't play with it no more. Yeah.
And every time they try to, I just go, wasted fucking conversation. That's what Trump said on that debate to Harris that night. Why are we talking about this? I have no power over abortion anymore. Supreme Court took care of that shit. So shut the fuck up, Kamunta. Whatever, man. Pathetic. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed that our government just can't stop themselves, dude. They have to. They're not a good ambassador to anybody, Jim. Our government. Name a country we're a good ambassador to.
Nobody. I mean, literally, I made the comment last night about Africa. A lot of those countries are outlawing homosexuality. And America said, well, we're going to cut your funding off. Every one of them. I think it was Uganda. The president said, well, if you don't want to give us money to help us get our country going, because we don't let homosexuals, we don't allow it in our country, we'll get it from Russia. We'll get money from China. We don't need you.
Yeah.
We'll stop using your currency. We'll start using the ruble, or we'll start using the whatever China uses.
The yen? Yeah.
I thought that was Japanese.
Is it the Chinese? What are the Chinese monetary, Jim? It's not the yen.
Yuan.
The yuan. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, they literally said that to him. I listened. They done a space on Twitter, like all the leaders of the country, and like several other African countries. I was listening to it while cutting grass one day, and they just straight up said, like, you can do what you want to, but you're not going to force us to have this sort of degeneracy in our countries if we don't want it. We're
But
Christian countries.
the only reason they can do that is because they know they have the support of those places already.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
I mean, we all know that China's over in Africa.
Oh yeah, building
a bunch of
roads and all that
bridges
stuff.
roads
Yeah.
and shit, putting these
Yeah.
countries in debt so they can take all their fucking land, right? So,
But no, we're not. You're right. We're not good ambassadors to anybody right now. It's insane to me. I mean, we used to be the big brother to the world, and now we're, or what? Big dummy in the corner.
I guess, and Kamala's going to heal it for you guys. Just remember, when you go vote, and you think about
she talks about his fucking abortion, and Trump's a mean guy. There's nothing she said about the world stage. And you know, like they say the same thing about Trump. They go, well, all he says he would end it or it would have never happened. You know what? I believe him though.
because it didn't happen when he was
Because
president.
it didn't happen, and he went to North Korea, and Kim Jong-un quit his shit. The Middle East, we were getting historic peace deals. Russia, you didn't hear shit out of Russia. For 4 years, the whole world was chill, was calmed down. And it took, what, 6 months? After Trump got out of office, it took 6 months for all this stuff to start up again? Come on, man.
Man.
Then Blackroyd's right. Borat was a good ambassador.
I'm going to tell you right now, if Trump loses to Kamala Harris, we're a laughingstock, Jim, around the world. Like, legitimately, a laughingstock.
The numbers are just
overwhelming.
Overwhelming. It's not going to be close.
I
don't
believe those.
Basically, there's no possible chance she can win without Pennsylvania. No chance. And Trump is right now beating her in Pennsylvania. Trump could still win without Pennsylvania. She can't.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
But does Trump need something that, like Arizona, to win? That
he's up by 6 in Arizona right now.
Yeah, well,
Arizona's so fucking shady, though.
They're so shady.
It is shady, but they're not
so shady.
They don't have the bucket of votes to go to. You know what I mean? They don't have them. Like the number of ballots, they didn't mail out ballots to everybody.
Oh, they didn't? They didn't do that?
They did in California, and they did in New York, but they didn't in Arizona. They didn't in Nevada. I mean, the fucking culinary union in Nevada said Trump's got Nevada locked.
The culinary union?
Yeah.
That's a massive union there.
Yeah.
I was talking when Eric DeBunks was on here the other night again. He was talking. He's already voted, dude.
I already voted.
I heard him say that.
What?
I already voted.
Yeah, I could have done an absentee ballot because I vote from.
That's why you should vote on fucking election day, dude.
I'm going on election day. I'm going up to my
Dude, in Florida,
family farm.
I can track my ballot. I can see that they've received it.
If you die between now and then, your vote shouldn't count.
No, but it does.
It shouldn't, is my point. You're fucking dead.
I'm not touching this argument. Y'all have at
it. Am I wrong?
Well, you cast your ballot. I mean, that would be, the amount of people that die, like the video of that woman saying, "Here you go, I'll help you mark it." That shouldn't be allowed. If you can't do it, if you physically and mentally can't mark the ballot yourself, then you shouldn't be able to vote.
I agree with that.
Jimmy Carter, how does he get to vote?
Yeah, if you don't know where you're at, you shouldn't get to vote.
I don't know where I'm at. But I know how to get
then you shouldn't get to vote.
Yeah.
If you've got frontal lobe dementia or some crap like that, and then no, buddy.
That's right, sorry. Captain Dipto. One world government. Bring back the Anunnaki.
Man, I went on because I was shopping with most of the day. I went on a Y-Files marathon. Yeah, it was pretty good, man.
It's good.
Pretty good stuff.
Because
the one about the Knights Templar was great.
All the way to the end, doesn't he, Stimley? He goes, "Oh, did it really happen?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You bastard. Oh, Oh
Yeah, the
my
Knights
God.
Templar one was really good. The Book of Enoch one was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which other one I listened to. I listened to probably about 5 or 6 of them today, but those are the 2 that stood out to me.
I watched a 3-hour history thing about ancient Roman superstructures in Europe and France. One's in Lyon, one's in Paris, and one's in another town called Arcole or something like that.
Yeah.
And like these motherfuckers, dude, the way they built shit, Jim, is unbelievable with their concrete and everything and their arches, just so they could use less labor and build bigger and taller, stronger structures just by using arches. And their concrete they could make from anything, but they knew how to mix it. This shit just lasted. Like in that city of Arcole, France, over 200 miles of aqueduct. The second largest aqueduct system the Roman Empire ever built. 200 miles. Fucking nuts, dude. To supply water. And then you find out most of the aqueduct lines are underground. They are underground. Which I'm thinking to myself, of course, it does fucking get cold in these places. You don't want the water to freeze in the aqueduct. But it's
amazing what they had the technology to do back then and design and manufacture.
And the speed they could do it, just unbelievable. So
Jesus, man.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Spamming that chat, Jim.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Do it, Jim. That's what you got the wrench for.
Hope you put my merch store in there once in a while.
Oh, always.
Okay.
I'm still waiting on my shit to come from the merch store I ordered a month ago, but hey,
it's me. I'm like, maybe they're waiting for more people to order stimulated. So let's see here. Let's check out this article. Let's check out. Let me see here. Open image in new tab. That way I can expand it. So there you go. Classical diversity.
Andrew Campbell.
Eric's going to tell us about classical diversity.
Jesus. Again, ISOM looks completely different. Look at him.
Oh yeah.
No,
that's old
young
ISOM.
No, that's young.
Is that
ISOM.
young ISOM?
Yeah, that was when he was so young. He was Dominican.
It's just unbelievable. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So here we go. Expanding universe with diverse characters. The key to captivating storytelling by Caro Brown. Is she a writer? I thought she was like
she's a ghost writer.
I thought she was like the HR girl. That's not Caro?
No, that's her. The other one, the short one, is the media manager. Caro Brown's like the
ghostwriter.
Yeah, she's
that's the one that Ripoff First makes fun of, saying, "Oh fuck, I got to do another one of these books."
Yeah,
when they're talking about ISOM 3.
Yeah, that's her.
All right, so Caro says, "I remember when cultural diversity wasn't a phrase used to deflect criticism for bad writing or justify HR's bad hiring practices. Back then, it stood for creating more than just surface level differences. Characters were layered, bringing varied personality traits and motivations to the story we loved. Think of Reed Richards debating science with intellectual fisticuffs, or Wolverine battling his own inner demons. Those characters drew us in, not just because of what they could do, but who they were.
None of that's diversity.
Yeah. I mean,
unless she's just using the I don't know. Like that's not what diversity means anymore, you know? Like
in today's world, right?
Yeah.
But you know, she does say, I got to be honest with you. I'm 56. I didn't hear cultural diversity like in that fucking gay phrase until like 2021. Like diversity. What are you talking about? We just live together.
Wow, like you were really off the internet then.
Yeah, like it's stupid. Like you just live in your life, dude. Like
Yeah.
you sit in traffic and you go to the store and you're around different cultures. You don't even think about it anymore. Who thinks about
Diversity is eating pizza.
Yeah. It's eating pizza on a fucking fish night, right? I'm gonna go against my religion. I'm eating pizza for this Friday night.
Pretty diverse for you.
Character depth in its classical sense breathes life into an expanding universe.
Yes.
Comic readers crave more than simple hero versus villain narratives. We yearn for characters who grow, evolve, and grapple with both internal and external challenges. It's this richness of personality, motivation, and interpersonal dynamics that keeps fans deeply invested.
And a plot. Give me a plot, and if I'm interested in the plot, I mean, I don't need to see Batman coping with his depression over his parents to enjoy the book.
No, I don't need to see Bruce Wayne wondering if he likes fucking Two-Face in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't need to know their inner demons. I really don't. If the story's fun.
I want to see the fucking story plot that you're writing take me into why this is happening, not because he fucking got graped as a 4-year-old by his Uncle Penguin. What are you talking about? Why expanding comic universes must embrace character diversity beyond mere appearance?
Okay.
Are you talking about color of skin?
That's what she's saying. That you should embrace it, like socially, not just physically, right? Color of skin, but also personality-wise. Like you should have diverse. But no matter what you do, you're going to have diverse characters because you're not going to have, you know, you've got the brainiac, you've got the strong, you know, brawny guy, you've got the, you know, dexterous, fast guy. Like you've got all these different, you know, forms of hero, and each one of them is going to have a different personality. So just by nature of storytelling, you're going to have diversity. You get what I mean? Like you're not going to write them all having the same personality traits.
I'm confused.
Yeah, that's a stupid statement.
It is. Let's examine how this depth enriches stories and fosters personal connections between fans and complex characters.
I don't care about a personal connection with these characters.
Complex character, dude.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder tried to make him complex
and ruined him.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the most complex I've ever seen Superman was Smallville. That where it was done sort of right was Smallville, and that was because he was a teenager, and he was in the first, especially the first season, he was gaining his powers. You know what I mean? He just had super strength and speed. Then he was gaining the breath and the X-ray vision and the laser vision and all this stuff throughout it. So, and also he was dealing with normal high school stuff, right?
Yeah, but like Christopher Reeves never had inner demons.
No, he was just Superman.
I was like, I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to help people out. Why complex characters drive great stories? Who is a fucking complex character in a Rippaverse, Jim? Jim, can you tell me who's a complex character in the Rippaverse? The truck, right?
That's pretty complex.
I was gonna say the cow.
Oh yeah, hell,
It's got
locale.
2 stomachs.
Praise locale.
Very complex. Yes. Yeah. I saw him because he's black.
The taxis that got smashed. Those are pretty complex.
Oh,
Like I couldn't put one of those together from the ground up without a blueprint.
the heart of any great story lies in its characters. Well,
Duh. And a plot.
yeah, if I got great characters but they going nowhere, who the fuck cares? Plenty of great character DC and Marvel books out there that are terrible stories that people don't give a fuck about, right, Jim? Like that wasn't good. This sucked. Even though I still love Batman, that wasn't a good run. This is garbage. When discussing diversity and character development, we're not just talking about surface traits like ethnicity or gender.
Considering your entire superhero canon has one white dude and the rest are black people and women.
The other thing too, quit saying gender, god damn it. That's a made up fucking word for SJW retards, okay? It's your sexual orientation, god damn it, not gender. You're male or female, okay? That's your sex, not your fucking gender. Fuck off.
You need that video from Kindergarten Cop. You know, boys have penises, girls have vaginas.
Yeah.
Play that every time you say the word gender.
Gender. It's so fucking gay. We're referring to the emotional and psychological depth that brings characters to life.
So exhausting, man.
Heroes aren't defined solely by their powers or battles. They're shaped by their flaws, personal challenges, and moral dilemmas.
No, they're not.
I mean, they're shaped by them.
Sure, eventually, maybe if you decide to get more complex. But tell me, Jim, you liked Gooding, right?
I did.
And there was no sort of like interpersonal demons with Gooding. It was just a fun book, right?
It's just a story that reminded me of comics of the 90s, 80s and 90s.
Exactly. That's my point, right? It was just a fun, good comic. You didn't have to hear about Gooding's sexuality or Gooding's, father beating him or, why he didn't get any spaghetti or turkey at the dinner table.
Well, I mean, they didn't really talk about Gooding's sexuality, but it was pretty clear he was gay.
Yeah, I assumed, right? But that neither added nor took away from the book just being a good book.
Yeah. Consider Spider-Man. Everybody wants to always talk about Spider-Man. Everybody's arguments about Spider-Man. So consider Spider-Man, for example. His constant struggle to balance a normal life with his heroic responsibilities makes him relatable.
Yeah.
Okay. Clark Kent works at a newspaper.
Yeah.
Right? That's what he does. And then he does his heroic responsibilities because he chooses to, right? Batman's an entrepreneur. He's a billionaire. He does a lot of fucking charity stuff. He's an inventor of all this crazy stuff. And then he's not even a superhero. He doesn't have powers, but he's a vigilante hero, right? So that's just, a badass.
Yeah.
So, like Thor is a fucking, he's a one-way ticket, dude. That's just Thor. He's just a badass all the time, right?
Yeah.
So every issue is him struggling with bills, work, trying to get the girl, and even his laundry. Yeah, that's why I read fucking Spider-Man, because I want to see him worrying about paying his fucking Comcast bill. Are you serious? That's like two panels, right? Like, like what are you talking about? Like Similarly, Batman's relentless pursuit of justice often conflicts with his own inner darkness. These inner struggles, rather than just action sequences or fight scenes, are what truly engage readers. Are what truly engage readers. Okay. His pursuit of justice often conflicts with his own inner darkness.
Does it though?
I don't know. I think it drives him, doesn't it?
Exactly. Like that's what motivates him is his inner darkness, quote unquote. It
And he does-
motivates him to do what he does, so nobody else has to feel what he felt as a kid.
Right. So I don't think that's a true statement, chat. Is that
It's
a true
not a-
statement, guys? I prefer my heroes to nap while floating above the couch too, Andrew Campbell. I mean, what the hell are we talking about here? How you doing, music? Boy.
Hover couches only available at Flores Park. Flore Park. I forgot that.
Flores Park.
Flores
It's
Park.
Flores Park.
Floor Spark.
Floor
Yeah,
Spark.
one word. Yes.
I'm not from Texas. I don't get there, you know.
In an expanding universe like the Rippaverse, every character should have a well-crafted backstory. Still waiting. I saw that Yaira had a backstory. She fucked a Viking and had a bunch of kids, and then they all died.
And then she abandoned all of them.
Right.
Because, well, they die or something.
I know nothing about Isam's backstory, Gooding's backstory, except for his his villain
smart.
in this story. He went to a high school with, right, Jim? That's the backstory.
Yeah.
The villain in the book. Yeah. Compelling motivation and personal challenges. Okay.
Well, see that I don't know what the compelling motivation of Gooding was.
Yeah, you're right. There was no motivation for him to become a superhero.
I mean,
right?
originally I thought it was going to be money. You know, he wanted to make money, but then he gave everything away for free. So I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be like his bully was his rival in business or something, right? Or he was trying to like get back at his boss that fired him that one time, but it was none of that. It was just
what is Isam's compelling motivation?
his sister told him to do
Respect.
something.
It's respect,
Yeah, respect.
right? Like,
Yeah,
he got
keep my name out your mouth and put some respect on my name. Yeah.
It's weird. All right. It's weird. Heroes, villains, and even side characters each bring something unique to the story. They haven't yet. A rich tapestry of personalities and motivations keeps the world dynamic and I get it right the first time, and unbelievable. When executed skillfully, this depth of character development gives readers someone to cheer for, empathize with, or even despise. Have we got there yet, guys? Is anybody cheering for any Rippaverse character, Jim?
Larry Shungite. I'm cheering for Shungite.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, are you going, man, I can't wait for this next issue. I got to see what the fuck is happening next. No.
I want to see I really want them to do a Shungite book. It started out as a meme, but I really want to see if we can get them to do it and what they would do with it. I'm excited for that.
Complex motivations, the gray area of hero and villains. Readers crave complexity.
Okay.
How many books did J.K. Rowling sell?
Oh,
was Harry Potter complex?
Yeah, I mean, no, but
it wasn't complex. Like,
yeah, there was no like moral quandary until the very end.
Right. I mean, you could go in, read the book, go, that was good. I had a good time. Go see the movie. Yeah, not bad. Yeah. I didn't have to know that, all this weird stuff to make it good.
She sold 600 million copies of her book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
In a well-crafted universe, good and evil always aren't black and white. That's where the real storytelling magic happens. Characters with diverse motivations make the narrative more engaging, especially when their goals clash or overlap. Villains shouldn't be evil just for the sake of it. There needs to be depth behind their actions. Uh-huh. Okay. You know what, though, Jim? There's a bunch of evil motherfuckers in the world just because they're evil. Like, they just don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to take what they think is theirs. Take Magneto from Marvel, whose motivations stem from his trauma as a Holocaust survivor, or Lex Luthor, whose hatred for Superman is fueled by his belief in humanity's potential. These characters aren't mere villains. They're complex individuals shaped by their experiences and beliefs, making them more compelling and relatable to readers. In the Rippaverse, crafting complex motivations for both heroes and villains is crucial. Well, you're writing about it, so obviously that's a fucking thing that you're worried about. A villain who believes their actions are justified can lead to much richer storytelling. Okay.
So blood root Eric will get good then. Okay, Tevin.
But okay, that doesn't make sense. Like, a villain who believes their actions are justified can lead to much richer storytelling. When you just told me that these guys have motivations based on their trauma or their belief in something, like, if I'm a villain and nothing ever happened to me, but I think, we should live in a communist fucking state of mind all the time. That's just what I believe, right? Nobody, I wasn't raised a communist, but I want everybody to fall under the Communist Party. That's just what I believe. I think a villain who sells their belief of their, like Hitler, he sold a fucking story to a bunch of people and they believed it. Likewise, heroes shouldn't be flawless. They should grapple with their shortcomings.
Hold on, though. But wasn't the whole point of having these superheroes be larger than life and godlike was so you kids would have something to look up to and emulate?
You're right. Jim, you were reading comics at 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old. What were you looking for? The action, right? What the fuck is Superman going to do this week or this month, right? Like, were you worried? Go ahead.
I don't think I started reading comics till I was like 9 or 10.
Either way, but I'm saying you weren't reading it for the fucking the sad sob story of Magneto's Holocaust survival, were you?
No,
I didn't care about it.
10.
Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't quite know what was going on myself.
These aren't screenplays for adult movies. Maybe that's a thing too. Characters who contend with moral dilemmas, personal ambitions, or guilt become more relatable to readers who see their own imperfections mirrored in the story. Making universe feel real, the power of cultural depth. Nothing in fucking Rippaverse feels real, okay? One of the most powerful ways to enrich an expanding universe is through cultural diversity. By weaving distinct cultures, beliefs, and values into the story's fabric, you create a world that feels lived in and authentic. However, it's not just about token representation. Cultural diversity must be fully integrated into the characters' identities and experiences. This is some bull fucking shit right here, guys. I'm telling you.
This is some SJW gobbledygook.
That's some bullshit. Let's look at Wakanda from Black Panther.
It's so stupid. Who?
I mean, that's the fucking one you're choosing? Wakanda from Black Panther?
Yeah. I just spit out my Hennessy.
Oh my
Don't spit it
God.
out, Julio. You're gonna have to clean that mess up.
It's customs, history, and values aren't mere background details. They're the story's foundation.
Jesus Christ, no. What are you doing?
This approach to world building settings is both unique and brimming with potential. Wakanda is so fleshed out that a student I taught managed to fool their social studies teachers into thinking it was, or fleshed out. That a
No. I'm saying like it's not that. You said it correctly. I'm saying Wakanda is not fleshed out.
It's
the richest. It's an isolationist.
Yes.
Super rich. Fantasy country. Why? They've got all this crazy wild technology. Why are people still living in mud houses? Why are there open air markets?
Why is such an isolationist country have a little 12-year-old smarter than Tony Stark?
Why did they have a 12-year-old smarter than Tony Stark, and yet people are still living in fucking mud huts? Explain that to me. Flesh that out. Is there like a caste system there? Right? Is there, is it just a universal basic income? So all these people, except for the royalty, live in these mud huts and eat these Haitian cookies they import? Like, they fleshed nothing out. They literally showed it, and then they showed you the royal family, and then they showed you Black Panther, and then that was it.
And then they started fighting. They started doing superhero shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know shit about the country. Gag me with a
student I taught managed to fool their social studies teacher and to think it was a real place for a presentation
because it looked shitty.
Like, no, I mean, no.
It looked like a normal African hut village.
Well, I think he was doing a report and was talking about this place called Wakanda. And imagine having a teacher that's stupid. The Ripaverse can introduce characters from diverse backgrounds, each with unique worldviews and values. These differences shouldn't merely reflect where characters come from, but how their origins shape their decisions, interactions, and motivations. When cultural diversity is woven into the narrative's fabric, it adds depth to the world and creates characters that feel authentic and relatable. When cultural diversity is woven into the narrative's fabric, it adds depth to the world. You know what, man? When I watch The Jeffersons or I watch Good Times, I watch Stanford and Son. Guess what? I was in their world. It wasn't interwoven with other shit, Jim, right? Then, 2 or 3 years into Stanford and Son, they brought on Chico, the Hispanic guy from Chico and the Man.
It got pretty diverse when they brought Chico in, though, right?
Yeah. It changed the whole thing. How much more of this garbage is there? Good God.
Too much. There's too
emotional and psychological depth, heroes with inner struggles. Compelling characters require more than just powers and flashy costumes. That's your opinion, Caro. A lot of people like the costume and the cool guy. What truly makes heroes and villains memorable are their emotional and psychological struggles. Fuck you. That is not true.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
That's not fucking true at all. Dude.
If that was true, then why would they have all these different covers to all these books, right? Why would they have all these different cool poses and things like that they use on these books? It makes no, so they just wouldn't do them. What makes them memorable are the cool action.
Yeah. Did they make a cover of Peter Parker sitting at his desk doing his homework?
I'm sure they have it one time, but I bet you it wasn't the lead seller of that month.
I don't know. Maybe chat knows. Heroes needn't always be stoic, nor villains consumed by rage. A diverse range of emotional responses adds depth and richness to the universe these characters inhabit.
Wait, none of this makes sense. Nobody ever goes back to these books or to these stories and they go, "Oh yeah, you remember that time Thor cried?"
Yeah.
Nobody does that. They go, "You remember the time he fought Hulk?"
And
you know,
here's another dumb thing. Like, who doesn't enjoy Wolverine's brooding nature? Well, that's Wolverine.
Yeah,
He's
that's his personality.
That's him.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Or Rorschach's uncompromising sense of justice. Each of these characters brings a unique flavor to the respective worlds. Wolverine's rare moments of vulnerability, Deadpool's humor in the face of chaos, and Rorschach's stark moral absolutism create a rich tapestry of tension, levity, and psychological depth. Not a good fucking example here.
No.
This is not good.
African tree hockey season started today. We should be talking about that. Julio's a jerk.
I know. We're almost done, Julio. Psychological diversity can turn even the most powerful hero into someone readers can relate to. Stop telling me I should give a fuck about somebody's mental struggles. God damn it. I don't care. I prefer Tony Stark not talk about his fucking anxiety and just fucking man up. Tony Stark's anxiety and PTSD or Bruce Banner's struggle with the Hulk persona are perfect examples. Only Mark Ruffalo made the Hulk that fucking gay. Okay? I mean, David, what's his name? Jim, the guy who played it in a TV show, right? God damn. Who
Hey,
played
if I was to tell you that a guy running for the Senate accidentally shot a reporter, would that make you more or less likely to vote for him?
I'm voting for him.
I'm probably going to vote for him, yeah, if he shot a reporter.
Who did it?
Here, share my screen.
Jim's bored.
So, disgraced former Congressman Adam Kinzinger of Illinois.
Yeah.
And Democrat Missouri Senate nominee Lucas Kuntz went to the shooting range today for a photo op, and a reporter ended up being shot. Absolutely incredible. These idiots decided it would be a good idea to shoot metal plates with an AR-15 from just 15 feet away, and they're surprised they almost killed someone.
No, they did.
Okay, well, that's...
and I want you to look at this picture, okay?
That's a little
Here
different.
is dumb fuck shooting with tannerite on the fucking table. It would have been so fucking funny if we would have blown up and got them both.
Yeah,
I mean, look, it's right here. You see?
What are these guys doing? Look at. I mean,
they have
look how
scopes
close
on shooting metal plates at like 7 yards.
But Kinzinger was our Republican.
He's the biggest piece of shit cocksucker I ever met in my life, and I've met him.
Oh, he's a piece of shit for sure.
Jesus Christ.
He is he's a
What?
Yeah.
He's a sellout.
Oh God, he got you. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad, guys. We just, we were shooting a little too close.
But they were championing it, saying, "Great day at the range. You always got to be prepared in case someone gets hurt." They are these. Holy fuck, are they stupid?
But isn't Kinzinger a Republican?
He was never a Republican.
But he was.
He was a rhino.
By brand, right?
Yeah.
He was never a Republican.
Right, but the guy, okay, I got you.
No. I mean, this is...
That's so
Tannerite.
stupid.
Tannerite.
I wouldn't shoot my 22 pistol, my single action pistol that far.
Guys, I'm done reading that stupid article. I can't take it anymore. It's dumb.
I mean, scopes. I mean, you have a fucking scope to shoot 700 yards on there, and you're shooting metal plates at 7.
Hey. Whoever owned that range was an idiot.
Why are Democrats out here acting like they're gun activists?
Because he's trying to win in Missouri.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can't, you know, yeah, well, I mean, this is bad.
Up.
You do not ever put this anywhere where it could take a shot. You know, actually, if that took a ricochet, it's blowing up.
Yeah.
And fucking them up. Which
they're done for.
Man, that would have been
What's
fun.
it called, Jim?
Tannerite.
Tannerite.
It's exploding for exploding targets. You shoot it, and it goes boom, it explodes.
Yeah. Yeah, just extend your arm and the barrel will be touching the fucking target. Holy shit. I'll be right back, guys.
It's so fucking stupid. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I mean, in all honesty, right? Like, I wouldn't even shoot my single action 22 pistol that close.
And then there's this. Did you see this?
No.
It's Lightning McKKK Queen.
Where can I get that? I need that in my life. I mean, for like collecting purposes, it's totally bad. But it's gonna no kid should have that. So I should go buy as many of them to keep them out of their hands, right?
Yeah.
KK cars. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did EBS make that one?
So Tim Pool announced that he's getting married and going to be a father. That's why he was talking about ending the show, because he's not going to have time to raise a family if he streams all this stuff.
Is that what what his excuse is now, that him and that chick's getting married and they're gonna have
right
kids?
Here. Yeah, right here. We can pull it up.
Because he was crying about not seeing a sunset. Bitch, take a day off. Don't stream every day.
I'm a very lucky man. I am in a relationship with a caring and beautiful woman who's helped make this whole company possible. Allison handles all of the heavy lifting to make everything here.
Well, yeah, because you have those little
cleanly,
arms,
smoothly, and make it work. And this has been one of the reasons why we take security very seriously, and it is why we have been working as hard as we can to make sure everything operates. It is that we're getting married, and I'm having a child. This is, thank you very much. And this has been for some time now. I've just not said anything. Additionally, working 2 full shifts and running a company makes it impossible to have done this years earlier. And which is the constant conversation that we've had is, when do we stop this so that we can actually have a family and live a normal life, I suppose? Well, the answer is we can't. We can't do everything that this company is doing.
Tim Pool makes over $30 million a year.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes over $30 million a year. And he's crying that he can't talk
Hire
on
the
the
right
internet
people.
and hire the right people. What the fuck? You could get a fucking live-in nanny that lives there that you can have sex with. Well, I mean,
if you want.
If you're Doug Imhoff, and then force her to get an abortion. But my point is, he's crying about having to work, that I have to do everything myself. You run the business. If you wanted to have complete control and run everything, that's why you're in charge, fucko.
Yeah.
If you put somebody else in charge, then it would be their responsibility.
If your HR person ain't hiring the right people, then fucking fire that bitch and get the right HR person there. You got to hire the right people, and they can't be your friends. They can't live in your fucking compound either. Stop making it weird for these people because they think that they're your friend.
All right, Sonorum, by saying he makes over $30 million, that's what his revenue is. Okay. Now I know he outlays money to staff. Sure. He's got a bunch of employees and other things he's spending money on. I'm not saying he makes.
Yeah, but dude,
profit. I'm saying that's his revenue.
If he brings home 50% of that, I'd probably walk away. Like, fuck it.
He's got 30 employees. He's probably not spending $1 million of it on employees.
Oh yeah, he's got to be like 30 employees.
He bought a whole bunch of land. He bought like a ton of land.
But how many years has he been making 30 million? Just this year? Couple years?
It's been a couple years now.
Okay.
I think his income's actually like his income always goes down like off years of election. Like this year, he's
Chris
cranking
Bacon
money.
may have a spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah.
But who's going to keep the fence warm that's snugly, shoved up his ass if he leaves?
Yeah. I mean, his like here. Let me get the playboard. His super chat numbers are insane.
Yeah, that he doesn't read.
Yeah,
he's constantly number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, but I mean, his super chat numbers, I mean, are like I want to say a couple $100,000 a month.
Julio, don't put that evil out in the damn universe. Tim does not need to drop more singles on Spotify.
That's why he was so upset. That's why the whole thing with Krigler happened, because he was upset that Krigler was making more money than him.
Yeah.
Because of because Tim was giving him like 40% or 30% of the whatever it was, and then Tim had to cover all the expenses.
Yeah.
And flying people out and all the stuff. Tim's like, you're making more money than me, and it's like, well, that's the deal you made.
Yeah. Not my problem. Like, you.
Suit says the fence post doesn't come out; it travels with him. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, Julio, you don't know about all that? That's why Krigler left, because Tim basically fired him from the show that they started together, and because the deal, they had a contract and a deal, and the deal was, I think Krigler was getting like 30 or 40% of the revenue from the show, like super chats or
like the profit. He was getting actual before profit. Like
like before, it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
It was like this is the of revenue from the show, like so income.
Mm-hmm.
Which never made any sense to me, because Krigler wasn't even into politics until he started doing the show. Like he followed zero.
It was
politics.
the deal Tim made with them. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand that.
They didn't. I don't think Tim thought it was going to blow up like it did. He was looking at the other things he
They
did.
were both fucking friends, dude. They were skateboarder dudes. They were skateboarding. And then they started doing the show. And Tim, with his credentials at what magazine?
Vice.
Spin or whatever. Vice, yeah.
Vice, yeah. I thought Krigler was a Gaylord also.
His Beanie Bean coffee failed too, right?
I thought it was Cast Brew Coffee or whatever. I don't know. I thought he was trying to open. I might have opened up one or two coffee like houses. I know he was talking about opening.
No, he said last night that he's been trying to get one open for 2 years and he can't get it done. He said he's just failed to do it.
Yeah,
and I thought,
we watched that video.
I'm half tempted to send Tim an email and saying, dude, I ran hundreds of $1 million jobs. Why don't you just let me handle it? I'll get it done.
Well,
he's not going to do that, because he's also, what people fail to realize with all this is he's also a control freak.
What's up,
That's
Wizard?
why he hires the people that what's up, Wiz? He hires the people that he does, right? Because he's buddies with them and he can play that card, I think. Like, he's a control freak also. So,
well, you can't be a control freak and bitch when your people can't do anything on their own.
Exactly. So hire a why doesn't he have a CEO to run his company, and he's just, he just checks off on stuff, right?
He needs somebody. He actually needs to bring in somebody.
Yeah.
Get you a CFO.
Basically, that could to come around and kick people's, not physically kick people's asses, but figuratively, like motivate people. Let's go. You got shit to do. What are you doing?
Yeah. And again, maybe
you're here to work, not make friends.
And not let them live at the fucking place where they work. That's weird, dude.
He was crying that he hasn't seen a sunset in X amount of years. Bitch, take a day off. You don't have to stream every day if you don't want to.
No, I think what you're saying is his girlfriend was the one who was basically handling everything, and you can't put a woman in charge.
No, especially when they're fucking smoking pot with each other every night in the fucking compound. They're fucking. I wonder how much money his chicken cam makes. I think it makes a lot of money too.
His chicken cam makes a shit lot of money.
Like a shit ton of money.
I've never understood the appeal. I've never understood it. It just doesn't. I can understand the appeal of FNT. I can understand the appeal of Steven Crowder. I cannot understand the milquetoast Tim Pool live
No.
stream. Like it just his opinions are always
Mid.
middle of the road. I don't want the left to yell at me, but I'm not a right winger either. Like, pick a fucking side, Civil War, bro.
If y'all vote for Harris, Tim might get some help. A lot of people. Who was his demo, Jim? It seems like it's people that are like in their 40s and 50s too, right? It's not young people.
His demo was all over the place, but you know, because he had a lot of people that he brought from his Vice when he was with the Occupy Wall Street, so he's got a spread of like disaffected liberals and weird Zoomers and
he's got a lot of. He's got he makes a ton of money. But did he quit or not?
Here, well, let's listen.
I can't work 16 hours a day and take care of my wife and child. The additional consideration is as the show gets larger and larger, hence some content reductions and things like that, security implications become a bit more severe, such as can we raise a family when we get swatted 15 times in 1 year and have crazy people in dresses showing up on our property, beating up our employees? Very, very difficult. With that
wait a minute. Somebody in a dress showed up and beat up an employee? Dude, you live in fucking West Virginia.
Shoot him.
Shoot the motherfucker.
Shoot
it.
Shoot it.
About all his fucking weapons, all his shooting. How about this, Jim? Don't live at the fucking compound. How about that? You film your shit and go live in your fucking big ass house out.
Go to a gated community.
No, go buy your 200 acres in the middle of the mountains out there and hire a couple guards to fucking watch your property. And nobody knows you live there. You never tell anybody you've moved out of the compound, and shut the fuck up with this bullshit. I mean, I work 16 hours a day.
You don't work 16 hours a day. That's bullshit.
But who the fuck?
Well, no, because he's also running the security. He's also running the chicken farm. He's also writing everybody's shows. Like he's a busy man because obviously he doesn't have security guards. Like, what are you doing?
I thought he had security. He should have producers and people that are getting and that was another thing. I think he had Cassandra Fairbanks or someone that were supposed to be booking all his guests, and I think that turned into a whole problem because she was. I don't know. I don't know what she did or didn't do. Never mind. I ain't gonna get into it.
EVS is bitch slapping.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay, so can't work 16 hours a day and make my music videos and skate when I want to. Look, man,
I work a pot,
dude.
try
I
on
work
beanies.
16 hours a day for fucking a long time. That and on weekends. I don't know what the fuck this guy's crying about. And I make no 30 million a year to get there, Jim. I was happy because I was making like 70,000 a year. Like, holy shit.
I wonder if his fiance washed his beanie and it's just a little too tight, and so like he's just having like an existential crisis because his beanie's too tight.
No, I think Tim is bored.
Oh fuck yeah, I'd be so bored making 30 million a year to sit on my ass and talk my opinion.
But dude,
I would have done bailed. In all honesty, if I was Tim Pool, the first time I made 30 million. I would have bailed so hard after the last election cycle or after this one. I would have bailed so hard and just been like, forget it, shut it down.
Is he married?
Well, he just said that he's going to get married, so he's engaged.
So he doesn't have a kid and he's not married yet.
It sounded
he's getting married.
The way
I think
he worded,
she's pregnant.
Yeah,
he's been with her for a long time. He's been with her for quite a while.
Okay.
Tight beanie makes Tim a weenie. Yeah, that's right. I think the beanie's just a little too snug on him, and so he's having, upset feelings.
Yeah,
I'd be gone.
I just think he's bored. Like he does this shit all day. He's made more money than a lot of motherfuckers ever have that he never thought he would ever make.
I mean, they sell a lot of saltine crackers at the store, so I guess it makes sense he's made a whole bunch of money because that's what he is in the political fucking space. He's a saltine cracker. That's all he is.
Yep. All right, let's hear him quit.
We come to a crisis point when we can't sustain all of these things at the same time. And I don't think any sane human being would be able to do it. The amount of energy is just non-existent within a human being. With that being
Drink more
said,
Red
we have
Bulls.
talked
Do
about
cocaine.
it, especially following the conversations we had last night, and we decided we'll keep doing this. We will be reducing and restructuring the company so that it can be more manageable for our family plans. We can start prioritizing our family and stop prioritizing a company and the work that both of us do. Allison also works 16 hours a day to make sure this company functions because administrative work has to be done.
Bullshit.
And we're going to likely pursue outside administrative assistance in making all this possible so that we can finally take care of ourselves.
He should have already had actual, not just producers in name only, but actual producers that get the content together, that write up the segments so that he doesn't have to do anything but sit down. Just like, do you think, like, all these other shows all over Crowder and them that they're doing? No, they got people doing that job.
Got the, what does he call them? The minute work segment shit that he does every day. Where that's why he's got all those writers in the back room. They're writing his segments for him. He just approves it.
Yeah, and you hire producers. You tell them what you care about. That's what they're gonna write for you, and you move the fuck on, dude.
They send you pitches. Here's what I think. These stories. Which ones you want to talk about? All right, I want this one. Research it. Get me the information I need.
And I mean, what is he doing? He does a morning show,
does a morning show. Then he does Timcast Live
and he does IRL for 2 hours a night, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the IRL is actually the easiest fucking show you could do because you just pull up stuff and go, "What do you think about this?" and talk about
it. You let the other 6 people talk.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, fuck, that's what we do.
That's what I was about to say. It's literally what we do.
Dave, I'm tired, man. I can't do this. It's just so much work for me. You know,
So
this whole
hard.
thing and turning on the Roadcaster.
Yeah.
Turning on
Plugging
the TV, plugging it in. You know,
Plugging my mic in.
typing,
and,
coming up with a name for the show.
Yeah.
Filling up my water bottle.
Like, I mean, imagine needing show. Well, hey, that's the thing.
I mean, you do need some, if you're going to have, you do need some minor show prep to have stuff ready to talk to people about. So you got to have some stories you want to talk about.
When you're flying guests into your fucking studio, that's a different show, dude.
And that's what I'm saying. He flies guests in. You get a producer that you pay, I don't know, $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
And have them do all this. And if they don't do it, you fire the motherfucker and you get somebody that will.
And they don't.
Tell you what, you pay me $200,000 a year, dude. I'll work 20 hours a day on your fucking show.
Why are you flying them in anyway? He miss out on so many.
At least
guests.
you'll think I'm working 20 hours a day.
Yeah,
exactly. You'll be getting some fucking emails all throughout the day. You'll set your alarm for 2 o'clock and a show idea, boss. That you came up at 6 o'clock while you're streaming on my show. He flies them in. I like that he flies them in, dude. I can't stand fucking like he wants to be a big timer. Then don't do Zoom interviews.
But I mean, that's where he's spending all the money, though. He's because it's like, so you're
stop
figuring each
spending the
night
money.
he's probably spending $5,000 on flying people in and accommodate. You know, well maybe $5,000 flying them in, accommodations and stuff. And
he's got to give him a rental car or what? Pick him up at the airport.
Yeah, they pick them up. Yeah.
But do they spend the night at the compound or do they go to?
I don't know. But I mean,
usually,
he owns multiple properties.
He owns a skate park. We know that much.
Yeah.
That was a big oopsie a couple months ago.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it seems to me like he should have somebody that's basically an intern. He should have some interns that he's paying like minimum wage. That they get minimum wage, room and board, basically to a place to live, and then they're going to shuttle people around, run to the air. He shouldn't be driving to the airport to pick anybody up.
He's not.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's got other people doing that. But
and
still,
that would go that you get food, get snacks, make sure, and then you go do this. I need this from the store. You go runners, whatever you want to call them. You should have runners and different people, and then he should have a person that's that too. Suit definitely.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that, but you caught me.
Well, Captain Bip said, "How do you make money off a skate park? Yeah, the drugs. You pick up all the scraps that people are dropping, right?
you're the plug at the park. You know what I mean? You just send one of your young interns out there with your marijuanas and what have you, your paraphernalias.
So do you think Tim, this is his way of telling all the fucking losers that are working for him,
you're
probably
fired,
replacing some of you? because I need real people in here to actually get the work
What
done.
you should do is just hire Gavin McInnes, because Gavin McInnes is an expert at firing everyone.
That's true. Gavin can fire a lot of people pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he just literally did it.
He just literally fired everyone that works for Compound Media.
Yeah.
They merged. He's like, you're all fired. We don't need you.
Yeah. Oh God!
Facts, though. I mean, anytime I was in a company that got merged or whatever, a lot of us left, or a lot of us stayed. And it's basically a fucking roll of the dice if you're going to make the cut or not. So,
I mean, if Tim doesn't want to do this, just don't do it. You don't have to give us your Sally Sob fucking story about, oh, woe is me. Me and my fiance both work.
I was wondering. I
days.
thought this might have been a ploy by him to get more, like members to paying members. I think he's got like 50,000-60,000 paying members.
Jesus Christ, man!
You know, at $5-10 a month or whatever. That's a lot of money right there.
That's waking up every day knowing you're rich.
Yeah. So I think that's what he's trying to push that, because that's steady, and
he did bring up members the other night in that other video when you weren't here, Jim. He did bring up members, but he, if I was watching this on a show, I would fucking unmember from him right then, thinking, what the? Because I'm not a kid. I don't want to hear your sob stories, dude. I just don't care. You're to us as viewers, he's on screen 3 hours a day, right? Morning show. And then the night show.
I could see this where he's going to start to have a goal on the show, and he's going to say he needs a certain amount of super chats. That's who he should hire. He should hire Aaron Imholt to be his office manager.
Or Camelot.
Every show will have the banner for the goal scrolling down at the bottom, and just Aaron Imholt keeps coming into the middle of the frame saying, we got to rally for the goal, guys.
But he could have Camelot standing there behind him the whole stream saying, I got no super chat. Camelot's going to do the snake Pliskin dance.
Snake Pliskin.
Solid snake dance. Oh my God. Yeah,
all right, let's see. It's almost over.
And live the dream life that we've wanted to live for a long time.
Oh, okay. That's it.
So they're just gonna do their shit with less stress. So this is who Tim is going to vote for.
I'm a very fat man.
I'm a black man.
I'm a bearded man.
I'm a coming out and identifying as a bearded woman.
Dark.
I identify as non-binary.
Dark enough to be chosen to represent the blacks and get a paycheck for doing so.
I'm about the size of like 4 men. Okay, maybe more like 6 men.
I'm also gender queer.
That's what Democrats are for.
I'm not just a horseman, okay? I love horses. Love them. I'm a powerful woman.
I'm gender fluid.
One of my eyes looks over this way. The other looks that way.
I want to use my horse to start a family. Don't you judge me.
How much longer you need me for?
Disgusting.
I can't see shit anyways.
A horse wants to be president?
My preferred pronouns are V and Ver with the optional czar, but only on Sundays.
I say let the horse be president.
Look, I got places to be and things to do, okay?
I'm also experimenting with trans-speciesism, and I identify as black.
Look, I don't know how big I am. The scales are inside and I can't fit through the door.
I'm also a part-time transsexual.
I'm man enough to bear back my horse and suck. All worth it. I'm a strong, independent, powerful woman.
I need a shit.
Love my horse.
Look, I haven't seen my penis in way over 30 years.
Really love.
Okay if I go?
So, we done?
And I'm sick and tired of people telling me just who and what I can and cannot fuck. I mean, love is love, man.
The smell of cheese don't faze me.
I'm transelfium.
I love my horse and my horse loves me.
Okay, so I'm done here, all right? Got shit to do.
I'm a woman in charge.
Help pay for my trans operations.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good suit. Very good. All right.
So here, this is Ethan's going to talk about the Garfield's Crazy Adventure.
I'm real, but it's this fucking young lass. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure with another $5 is because someone explained to me why those statues of Goku.
I know.
Who is short with a monkey tail?
Like, some people have chemistry and they work together real well. Az and Eric, like, Eric is bored. He's low energy, and and he doesn't like Az. You can tell he just doesn't like Az. And Az has to make up for it by screaming and yelling and trying to coax Eric to talk, which is the worst thing in the world. When you're live streaming with a partner who's just like a mute, and you're like, so Eric, right? Like, what do you think of that? Eric, yeah, Eric, Eric, yeah, Eric, what do you think of this? And he's like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just fucking, I don't know,
Why does
man.
Eric's hat look so weird?
And that's what you get?
Super wide brim, dude.
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare. Painful. They should not be doing this show. And the only reason they're doing this show is, Eric has to piggyback off of Az because Az is volunteering to help Rippaverse because Az hates me. He wants Rippaverse to succeed. And that's what's going on, guys. That's all it is. And Eric needs Az's channel. Eric's channel's dying. Has he done another video on his new creative advice creator business channel? Piggyback up Az.
I forgot about the creator
Eric has
business
no
channel.
personality or sense of humor, says one hominid. Neither one is willing to leave, so it's a zombie show. That would be admitting defeat. Remember that this show was Eric's threat to Ethan, says WR Winter. Yeah, kind of. Like, a lot of people that hate you, and I'm going to let them do what they want to do. Ethan and Eric had great chemistry, didn't we? It was just me, mostly. I can do a show with anybody, just about. Nuclear Gandhi. I'm going to get Katie Did. Katie Did is going to work for All Caps Comics. I'm going to make her an offer she can't refuse. It's going to be good. Okay, Katie Did, Eric Weathers. Comics 8 Drama says, notice how everything eventually always revolves around EBS, according to EBS. It's true, though. I just have to point it out. And it's true, too, Comics Gate Drama. You, of all people. Katie Did's like, I'm not working for you. No, eventually she will. Katie Did.
Like, I got a job.
Eric Weathers working at All Caps Comics. It's going to be perfect. It's the offer. No, the offer's money. It'd be its salary.
Oh, God, I won't
She's good.
buy.
She's got the right energy. She's got the right enthusiasm. I think she could do good stuff. Hating you, Ethan, would be bad for their health. Sorry, folks. All right. Thank you, Speed Killer 3000. Appreciate you, too. All right, let me get back to this. What are they saying?
EBS just so he'll Uber Eats me pies.
Someone please explain this to me.
Yeah, because not only have I invented memberships, I invented sales.
Oh, not this again. Not only did I invent this, people accusing me of stuff, and I don't do nothing there.
Yeah.
Can somebody explain to me why those statues of Goku, who was short with a monkey tail and a staff, is called Kid Goku? Someone please explain this.
What? This is the video that we played on when Katie brought it on here the other night. We got the early release of this because we're making
this
fun.
was live tonight.
No, Ethan's watching it on his show tonight. But remember the hot pink shirt and a red face? Like, Eric's face is super pink because that fucking pink off the shirt is reflecting off of it. Super bad. Oh yeah, did you see Ethan's got that extra ultra bundle for? I'm like, oh no, I'm not buying that one. God damn it! I can't.
Shit. Julio goes, yeah, it's so tiresome. Anyway, here's a cover X on eBay.
Can somebody explain to Garfield's Bizarre Adventure why the 40-year-old statue of Isom swinging from a stripper pole is young Isom? Does he look younger than the Isom in the comic? He actually looks older than the Isom in the comic. And even if he were young Isom, he's still just Isom. It's not young Spider-Man just because he's still in high school. It's just Spider-Man. Bizarre.
Because as not only have I invented memberships, I invented.
No, you invented telling people they should join your channel for like $100 monthly, and you whited out the monthly part, so they thought it was just $100 period. You said that you're going to use that money to make animation, but clearly that money is going to continue to fund the company. I don't see any more animation on the horizon, really. $50 a month to be a member, dude. And then you said, what comes with membership? 30% off everything in the store that is not a comic book. And then you went ahead and discounted everything on your store by 86%.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine $100 a month or even $50 a month to belong to Eric July's stupid Rippaverse membership, whatever. And what you get is 30% off. You're like, oh, 30% off the comics. No, not the comics, just the posters and the t-shirts. Well, how many posters and t-shirts would I have to buy every single month in order for that 30% to make up the balance of the $50 that I spent? Well, a mathematician could do that. I'm not going to do that. And then what Eric does is he just puts everything on clearance for $5 for everybody. Business, creator business, everybody. So imagine that. You're sitting there going, if I had never given Eric $50 a month, I could have gotten this shit for even less. Even less if I just not given him anything. And now he's sitting there like, yeah, everybody's saying like I invented this or something. Like it was my idea. And I clearly, with sarcasm, like everybody does what I'm doing. Literally nobody does what you do, Eric.
Literally. Yeah.
Literally nobody does what you do, Eric. You think about yourself. You think about your immediate financial needs at all times, and you never think about what's good long-term for your company, ever. You fuck those people over so bad, and then you just get all like sarcastic about it, and then you try to turn some of your credulous fans, your dumber ones like Garfield's Bizarre Adventure, against the people who are pointing it out. Your memberships. And by the way, thank you for bringing them up because nobody's even thinking about your memberships anymore. That's not your biggest scandal right now. But your memberships, yeah, 50. First it was 100. It was $100 to be a Mega Mac. And then it was no longer Mega Mac. It was Rippaverse. Okay. So it was no longer about Eric July's. You move the membership money over to your company, your business, your comic book business for some reason. So people who are a fan of your politics and are funding you so that you talk about your politics are now, their membership money is going to fund your shitty comic books. Nobody had a choice with that. That was something that you did for some reason. $100, and you hid the word monthly in white lettering against a white background until Dick Masterson found it. You kind of drag your cursor across the screen and it says monthly. It was fucking magical. It was the most amazing thing.
I don't even remember that, Jim.
And then, like, people made fun of you, $100 a month. Then you lowered it to $50. Why would you lower it to $50? Who cares? What if there are people who want to pay $100? Because you felt guilty about it. $50 a month. And what do you get? You don't get a discount off the comics. You get 30% off of merchandise, which you eventually slash to $5 a piece. You fucked everybody over. Everybody. Like, there's nobody who didn't get fucked over with Rippaverse. Nobody. It's unbelievable. And you're sarcastic. Oh, yeah, I'm such a victim. People are accusing me of, like, being the first guy to start memberships. What else?
Sales. I mean, it coming.
Sales, yeah. The first guy. Oh, please. 86% off. You took your $35 comics and you sold them for $5. Your posters, your t-shirts that people paid good money for, that you overprinted.
You know what I've never seen?
You
from
sold
the
them
big
for
comic book
$5.
sellers?
And when
Marvel,
people got angry with you, you gaslit them.
What's that?
You know what I've never seen from the big, Marvel, DC Image? I've never seen a $5 sale on a new book. Or I've never seen it. You go to the Marvel website, I've never seen them selling a back issue for $5.
No, they
don't run sales.
Stores. No, they have stores.
Yeah.
They have stores.
They don't run sales on their product like that. The secondary market will run sales. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think Eric did invent the comic book sale. because DC's never going to do that. You're never going to log on to DC.com and go to their books that they have in stock and get Absolute Batman for $5 or, 90% off. You're not going to do it.
No, not. Well, I don't. No, I don't. Do they even sell books on DC?
I don't know if DC. Well, one of them does. I used to order them instead of going to the comic book store.
Well,
You
that
could
was
do
part
like
of that was their club thing, right? That you paid a monthly.
I think
thing
so.
for?
Yeah.
But I don't think you can buy. Like
Oh no,
they have Diamond for the retail stuff. They can't be selling on their website and using a dealership network with stores and then that, like the company I sell equipment for, you can't buy the shit direct from them. They got to come to us. Only thing they can sell is like demo equipment that the company demoed, and then they can sell it to the public.
Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, you can buy like their omnibuses and stuff, but you can't buy like their new comics.
Yeah, right.
You can buy their trades, you can buy their omnibuses,
And they're not cheap.
But no, the Superman one I just clicked on was $125. You
Yep.
know what you won't see? A $5 omnibus, because that's
But
about
you
the
might
size
at
of
the comic book store if they
You will
got
it.
to move it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
up to them.
Ollie's,
Yeah.
the comic book store. You'll see them on sale all the time in the secondary market.
Right. Right.
Fucking loser.
Popcorn tonight, Jim?
No, I was eating some protein.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Chocolate.
Jim's gonna get jacked on us.
All right, Jim.
You abused them in the chat. You gaslit them. It was the most fucking disgusting thing I've ever seen. That's why I hate Eric. When I don't think about Eric, I'm happy. When I end up thinking about Eric because of Trash Cast, I'm gonna get angry again. $5 was still too much. Yes, I agree with you. His stuff is absolutely worthless. Wearing his merchandise is a cell phone. This is awesome. All caps comics, folks. That's for real. Wearing his merch, wearing an Isom shirt or a Yaira shirt. What are you, a fucking faggot? What's the matter with you? You wearing Rippaverse for? A dummy with no talent and too much money. That's all it is. No, not a cell phone. A self-own. Here we go. Can we maybe just like not talk about it? No, we have to talk about it because now I'm thinking about it.
Book sales.
I know you want to be in denial about it. Sales, book sales.
So invented themed characters as far as like statues are concerned, themed lines and stuff. So Young Isom is something that I invented in the whole entire industry.
Yeah, I know, Eric.
Oh
That's the only reason why that happened. And people aren't stupid, dude. Why does it say Young Isom? And look at Az, who's like, he's telling you. I invented the idea of Young Isom.
Theme
The church invented the idea of Young Isom.
Fucking lying for 1 second. Just stop lying. For 1 single goddamn second. Just please stop lying. Please. He lies so much. He lies like Bill Clinton lied. He lied so much that you have to let like 100 little lies go. There are micro lies. What are the tiers on his website? Mega Mac. It's like mega lies, mini lies, mid lies.
Little white lies. That's a $5 version.
Ethan, you must accept DJ for who he is. Why? Why do you guys want to just let any of this go? Why wouldn't you talk about it? It's stupid. All right, here we go.
Industry is
Yeah.
copying me. I was the first to ever do that.
Old as.
Yeah, old as. There you go. Yeah.
I'm just staying fat.
Smelly fat as. There's skinny as and there's fat as. This
There's
is
no
fat
such thing
as.
as a skinny
He's
ass.
getting fat again. I don't blame him.
Joe Mute.
Clip. And
Hold on a second. Why won't you get to 30K, Ethan? Why do you make me suffer? Oh, I forgot about it. Elephant. We did get some more backers. Wrath of Elephant is getting closer to 30K. We need to get there tonight. Wrath of Elephant, folks. It was at 29.4. Now it's at 29.6. We're very close to 30K. If you haven't backed Wrath of Elephant yet, the link is pinned to the top of the.
What did you say?
Did you back this one?
Yes.
How about you, Stimulated?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm going to. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
He said
going
this
to.
is like a 40-page book or something.
I think it's 44 pages, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 44, 46.
88 would have been better.
Oh, yes. I'm not
25 bucks
expounding.
again.
Yeah. So I bought both the line art and the regular version. That way I put them together and they'll make 88.
Did you get your Trump books?
No, but I did get a whole fuckload of notifications of things coming to me. Shipping notifications. Yeah.
That's cool. Like tomorrow?
No, just
on the way.
On the way. So.
All right. Enough, Ethan. Enough of Ethan.
Enough of it. That's right. Tell him, Dave.
Let's get back to our boy Julio's favorite topic.
Anunnaki?
Yes.
Billy Carson?
Yes. No. Doomcock.
He's then turned a corner on Doomcock as of last night.
I know.
I couldn't believe it.
Maybe he slept on it.
Yeah, we've seen he synced the light, as Eric would say. He synced it.
Yeah. Let's just do this for a little bit and see where it goes.
This is a code name that we've given them, and they are somebody within Lucasfilm / Disney.
The Sparrow Files.
Don't need his intro.
We've already gone over briefly some of the absurdities coming from Cameron's Patreon. One of them is recycling the old story, Kathleen Kennedy is being fired.
The first introduction I had to Sparrow was last fall when they reached out and they had details of the severance package. And they had said that the severance package, which they claimed to have seen themselves, came out to, depending on how the...
Tim, could you imagine somebody has seen somebody's personal severance package and they're telling some YouTuber about it? Like, could you imagine that? Like, nobody's going to see Kathleen Kennedy's severance package except corporate
lawsuit.
Yes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Lawsuit.
The stock prices.
Yeah. And when she does get fired, or she leaves, they're all going to be not knowing. They won't have the severance package. You know what I'm saying? They won't have any of that shit. God damn. Thought my boss was calling. Holy shit.
Came out to about $25 to $30 million, and a lot of it's going to be in stock options and things. But that's a pretty large payout. It's similar to what Bob Chapek apparently got, right?
Cameron's very first interaction with Sparrow included details of Kathleen Kennedy's severance package. We are 1 year removed, and Kathleen Kennedy is still at the company. But Cameron's Patreon is not just about Kathleen Kennedy and shilling for Disney Star Wars. He pushes other wild theories. In November 2022, CEO Bob Chapek was fired from Disney. Cameron used the ancient Pasha method of storytelling, and another lie was born.
Over the past few days, we've been given the official narrative of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek's fall from grace. The problem is, it doesn't make sense. The official narrative being peddled to us, the new Disney leadership is spin, and poorly thought out spin for that matter. The trouble is, the facts, as we have them, don't make any sense either, at least as discrete units without a thread to connect them all. What we need is a grand unified field theory that brings them all together into a cohesive narrative, and that is what I am going to do here. Let me present to you the Pasha theory of Chapek's downfall.
Firstly, he accuses Leslie Headland of faking a photo shoot to make it appear she is working on the greenlit show The Acolyte. He claims she wasn't on set, she was at Galaxy's Edge. Next, Sean Levy's unnamed...
Why would anybody even believe this stuff? Like, it's just it's ridiculous, right, Dave? Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
not even believe it, but then be big YouTuber like Doomcock.
Yeah, that's my.
Use it. Like what, dude? Like
I wonder how many Patreon members that guy had.
These are hilarious, dude. They're fucking wild. I mean, and I know nothing about these people, and I'm learning. I'm loving learning. Like that guy up in Milwaukee, Jim, that Ethan played all those videos of.
Patrick Tomlinson.
Yeah, knew nothing about him. Every time that guy, I mean, we should probably play that guy's videos on our channel. They're that good. They're fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, Patrick Tomlinson was a nut, or is he still a nut? I mean, he's still out there.
What's it called? The Web Chronicles or something like that.
Something like that. We should we should do that series as well, because I know there's a lot of viewers that watch Ethan that are here, but you got to admit that guy did a good job too.
Star Wars movie is brought up.
Both of these suggest panic inside Lucasfilm, and as a source who spoke with someone at Lucasfilm told me, the panic had been precipitated by a very ugly conversation between Bob Chapek and Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy.
The stock fell 13%. There was a hiring freeze. Margot Robbie's Pirates of the Caribbean was...
Oh, wasn't
this guy still has 497 members on his Patreon
right now?
Yeah, and I mean, what the fuck? Let's say they all just did the $5.
So let's say it's $2,500 a month.
Yeah, just for
Jesus God.
Just for old, like nobody even cares about this stuff anymore. The whole grift with the Disney Star Wars stuff is dead on both sides. Nobody
Kathleen
cares.
Kennedy's there. Disney's making money again. I mean, and Margot Robbie has not been cast. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That is a grift. That's a grift that I need to get into.
Yeah. I mean, but this was all COVID shit, dude.
But David's 2 years removed from that, and it's still 497 members. That's not to mention, I mean, he's got 3 tiers on there. It's $5, $10, and 20. There's no telling how many up.
Say he's averaging
throwing him that.
Yes, so maybe he's making what, $4,000 a month.
Yeah, I'm thinking 35.
Yeah,
low end.
Yeah, well, Dick Masterson has 20,000.
Yeah, but he gives a show every week, right? That's hilarious.
Sure.
So
was canceled. This is a take from the Wall Street Journal.
On Sunday night, Walt Disney Company decided to replace its chief executive, Bob Chapek, with his predecessor, Robert Iger. 2 weeks ago, after the company reported pretty dismal fourth quarter earnings, there was a general sense that financially the company was not doing well. My sources are telling me that not only was it the earnings that alarmed the board of directors, but also Mr. Chapek's tone on the phone call with investors. The division that includes Disney Plus, which is called the direct-to-consumer.
Wasn't it the whole Florida thing, Jim?
Not sure.
I thought Chapek got in trouble for like telling the employees in Florida, like, shut the fuck up. I thought he got in trouble for that too. Like,
yeah, they did some weird shit, but I don't know,
And like, I will kind of agree with the fellowship on this one. Iger knew what was coming after COVID. Like, he knew that the subscribers are going to fucking fall off on Disney Plus, right? It's just going to happen. Like, I can go out of the house now. I'm not going to pay you fuckers $5 or $10 a month anymore, whatever the price was. Especially when you can't find half the content. Like, did you know on Disney Plus you have to go to the adult page to see the shit like that's not Disney, but it's still owned by Disney? There's 2 different places you have to go on Disney to see like the adult.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. And they don't tell you. I found out. I'm like, oh shit, I can watch these movies on Disney Plus that Disney owns. Thank you, Disney, for fucking telling me, you dicks. So they make it hard to find that shit. I don't know if there's nudity on Disney Plus. I mean, I got to say one thing though. I watched a movie this weekend called The Substance. It had Demi Moore in her older age, and the whole thing, the whole premise is with the substance, if you take it,
Oh, I've heard about this. She like does it, and they create like a clone out of your back or something, and then
it creates a better version of you, right?
yeah, but it makes you crazy or something.
Well, the guy fucking tells him, "Hey, this is not a different person. This is you." So, like, what they do for their 7 days is what they do for their 7 days, because you have to take a break every 7 days, right? But goddamn, there's so much nudity in this fucking movie, and it's good nudity too. It's not ugly nudity. You're like, nice, finally 2024. I see some tits and ass I give a shit about for a long time. So check out The Substance if you want to see some nudity.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Yeah.
No.
It's not just her. I watched it on my little my program I use with Vic's picks. So I got all the new movies.
What do you started? You said you watch a bunch of dick pics?
No, I use Vic's picks for all of my streaming stuff. So like this weekend, I could watch every fucking football game, every soccer game, all that stuff. And then I flipped over to the movies, and it's got like 24 new releases for 2024 just got fucking thrown on it. And I'm like, oh shit, I never heard of The Substance. And I checked it, and it's a long ass movie, and it's long ass nude scenes. You're like, oh, nice. My grandson's not down here, right? No spoilers, but I would say watch it. I'm gonna tell you, watch it. I did enjoy that movie. I won't spoil it. When you guys watch it, come back and tell me what you think. Just know, boobs. Boobies. Remember those days, Jim? Just boobies. I want to see some boobies. And in the 80s and 90s, even in PG movies, you could see boobies.
Cool.
Revenge of the Nerds. Lots of nice boobies in that movie. Well, yeah, it's good. It's really good. I couldn't even tell it was Demi. I'm not still convinced it is her. I'm guessing it is, but her voice was not gravelly like Demi's. You know how Demi had that smoky, gravelly voice when she was young? She doesn't have that voice anymore. All I'm going to say, guys, is the movie's good. It's not what that Caro girl said. I didn't need to know anything about anything except for what happened in the movie. So I was very happy to say, yeah, that's a recommend.
Streaming has lost more than $8.5 billion since Disney Plus was launched in late 2019. And investors hear that and they look at that and they say, well, wait a minute, how on earth are you going to get to profitability? And there was real sense, I think, among investors that he wasn't really being.
Yeah, but Chapek didn't fucking create Disney Plus, and Iger knew this shit. Iger knew this shit. So he said, I'm out. I'll take the buyout. We'll let somebody else look stupid, and then I'll come back in to save the country. Or
great with them.
Seems reasonable. To put it simply, Chapek sucked as a CEO. Disney was losing money, and the board had no confidence in him going forward. But Cameron Pasha, using the ancient Pasha method of storytelling, didn't want to accept that narrative. He needed a greater reason for why the board wanted Chapek out. He said it had something to do with the dates between November 9th and 20th.
My theory is that Disney was invested in FTX and that the collapse of the fraudulent exchanges brought the company into existential financial crisis. I believe Disney CFO Christian McCarthy embroiled the company in FTX without Chapek's knowledge and likely on the behest of board members and woke capital firms such as BlackRock, which hold significant shares in Disney. And when Bob Chapek found out what she had done, McCarthy had no choice but to ask the board to remove him before they were all held accountable for the disaster. If I'm correct, the inexplicable removal of Bob Chapek is part of the criminal cover-up that is one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood history.
Is anyone shocked that this would be what happened? If there was cryptocurrency they're going to get involved in, it would be FTX?
But if I am right, how can this scandal be kept from the public?
Works, but okay.
Well, the first thing that needs to be
If I'm right, oh, okay. Speculation much? Okay.
done is make sure that Disney's not revealed in court filings they have any stake in FTX. And yesterday, it was announced that the bankruptcy court has permitted large investors who lost money in FTX to remain anonymous. But even with this legal cover, a fraud of this scale cannot be kept hidden forever, especially if Disney's cash flow has been severely impacted. So what would the board do to solve this crisis? The only option would be to sell the company in order to keep Disney afloat.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. You would sell Disney to keep Disney
afloat?
Okay, all right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. You sell your holdings in Disney to China.
Yeah.
Because,
because you have so much loyalty to that company now that you're selling your holdings and you're not going to be employed there anymore.
Hold on. We got breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Joe Biden on the campaign trail in New Hampshire.
No.
For Kamala just said, we have to lock Trump up.
What?
Yeah.
He is talking about doing away with the entire Department of Education. He's talking.
Good. Give it back to the cities and the counties.
This is a guy who also wants to replace every civil servant, every single one.
Good.
He has a right under the Supreme Court ruling on immunity to be able, if need be, if it was the case, to actually physically eliminate, shoot, kill someone who he believes to be a threat to him. I mean, so I know this sounds bizarre. It sounds like I said this.
That was a joke that the Democrats came up with, though.
We got to lock him up.
We got to lock him up.
Jesus.
So, that should be used in court with Trump.
Jim, I just saw the DOD order to use the military to shoot civilians to help local police departments that he signed into law. The fuck is he talking about?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
That was a joke, though, that the Dems came up with,
dude.
After that immunity stuff came out, and they said, "Well, I guess Joe Biden could send in SEAL Team 6 right now for Trump." Then,
dude, how many people were there? 8 people. Like, it was so quiet. It was like
there was 30 people in Biden's head.
Dude, but Kamala's there. She's the one. Wasn't she standing there behind him?
I don't know who was behind him, but
I thought it was Kamala.
The only person getting shot at is Trump.
Yeah.
Trying to kill him.
The only people
trying to lock him up, and now he just admitted we got to lock
Yeah.
him up. He's the one who threatened to use F-15s to come after people over their guns. Eric Swalwell threatened to nuke us. I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm glad I don't own any guns.
Me neither.
So, me neither. Guns are bad. No
They're
one should
bad.
have them.
I had a gun that was sitting there, and it didn't move, but I knew it was going to go out there and go on a rampage.
Because it was
I knew
probably what color was the gun?
It was black.
They're the scariest of the guns.
I know.
The silver ones they're not threatening at all. Like
The silver one's not bad. Yeah,
Right.
he was
So,
he was cool. He was cool.
I pulled this up because EVS started reading some DMs he got from somebody, and Vito was mentioned in them, so I thought we might want to listen to it.
Okay.
Because I like to stir the pot like this. This is me right now.
Stir away, Jim.
You saw what I put in the private chat earlier, right, Dave? Today? No, I'm talking earlier.
Yeah.
I think mystery solved.
Yeah. And then
it kept going. Oh, yeah. So.
I'm like, oh, I thought it was a fucking text message, but no, he knows what he's doing.
After that show.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not jumping ahead, but the show you're about to talk about, I was not there and I did not watch it.
Shane's disavowing every relation to this. I was not there. I was not
he
involved.
wrote me here and there, I believe, and was just like, so what basically happened was Vito was running around the chat. I don't even remember what it was about. But I did let Vito on the show for a minute to yell at him because I thought it would be a funny bit to like be like, wah, 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 and then kick him off.
Yeah.
But Gabe was there and Gabe was pissed because I don't know why Gabe was pissed. Like, what do you mean?
Well, in the back room, if I remember right, it was because of Pedo joke.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. He goes, Gabe sends me this text message again. Text on my phone. I appreciate your platforming my book tonight. You owe me nothing. And it's very generous of you to do this for me. See,
That's a nice way of insinuating you owe him now.
But, you know, it's more like, but I'm asking you man to man. No circus.
Is he reading
no
DMs
veto?
now?
No
Yes.
bullshit. I know some find it funny, but it's not my style and it's not my brand. Shane, he's on my show saying this to me. He's on my show telling me what his style and his brand is.
Yeah.
Do you understand this guy's nuts?
Yeah.
We talked about that last night, didn't we? Simulated.
I mean, I do. I mean, I saw it early when I remember. Would it be crazy to make sure the mods ban him?
Would it be crazy? Like, I mean,
Yes, it would be crazy.
That is like his thing.
Completely.
Would it be crazy to make sure the mods ban him if he shows up and starts bothering? I want the focus of the show to be to be positive and celebrating. So fucking gay. That's not what
he
we
wants
do
the
here.
focus of the show to be about him.
Jim,
Yeah.
okay.
He's celebrating comics.
Ethan understands he's selling himself as much as he's selling Cyberfrog. He understands this. That's what Eric understands too. The problem is Eric's become so unlikable, nobody wants to give him money anymore, right? And hence, you know, Storm saying here, I love that Shane is now an independent trash caster. Yeah, you know what? And people are liking Shane. Like, cool. Like, more support for Shane. After my stream ended last night, I was watching Shane and I sent 10 memberships to that channel last night because why the fuck not? And his memberships are expensive, Jim. I'm like, fuck, are you crazy?
Who's Shane's?
Yeah, they're like $5 for the low tier. I'm like, God damn it. Fucking whatever. And he didn't even read it. You know what he did, Jim? He did this. He just put it up there and clicked it off real quick. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Snob.
What
a snob,
man.
No, Shane's a busy
He's a
guy,
Southern
man.
boy,
He's
too.
working. He's making money. You know, he's making comics. He's working. He's doing.
I was the only guy that super chatted at that time during the stream. Or member chatted him.
Quit sweeping for Shane, Jim.
No, he works, you know, at least 6 hours a day. He's exhausted.
Yeah.
You know, he might quit comics because he's got, you know, him and Yanzi are working 12 hours a day combined.
Yeah.
They just can't take it anymore.
They can't. They're working. They're live streaming. They have a kid. They might have to quit.
Gets mad at Cecil for making fun of him, and he goes on to make fun of other people the same way. Ooh, Cecil made fun of Shane.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Cecil's made fun of a lot of people in the past year.
Apparently, Cecil's stream got fucking whacked tonight, right during the middle of it.
I saw that. Yeah. Womp womp. Oh, I don't know what he did.
All right, let's go.
It's not what we do here.
It's so weird.
We
though.
laugh at we laugh at each other.
Those guys.
And why we love them and why it's important. When have I done that? Everybody, this is why I love comics and why it's important. I mean, really, seriously. I'm 100% serious about this, he says. Vito is not.
I'm serious about this. Well, what's the difference between being serious about this and not being serious about this? Like, that implies a consequence. That's like when a parent says to a child, they crank it up a volume, like, I'm serious about this. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm watching this and like so far I don't care at all. Then you tell me you're serious about it, and I care even
What
less.
happened?
Oh,
I'm 100% serious about this.
We do that all the time.
Yeah, super serious. He says Vito
we
is
don't use certain
non-negotiable. Now, hold on,
words.
Gabe. We were going to
Oh my
negotiate your
God.
contract for me putting you on my show and like, you know, making money for you. That we were about to negotiate, you know, so your terms are no veto. Veto, like you get to be on my show, but Vito doesn't. I get it. You're both equally annoying, you know, so for some reason, like, okay, I got to choose. Vito is non-negotiable to me. The disrespect he showed Narwhal enraged me. Narwhal, so funny. You just got done saying you helped Narwhal. You should be helping me instead. Narwhal is such a nice young man. He's such a nice young man, Shane. How does that make you feel, by the way?
I mean, he's putting himself above Narwhal for a reason, you know. Well, I mean, look, I guess he's nice to some people.
Yeah. He was nice to me, but I mean, it's just like, he's such a nice young man. He's so talented, and that jerk just came into the room and chased a bunch of potential Narwhal customers off.
Wait, did he?
I don't think so, but like if Vito comes on the show and says, "Oh, I want to F kids" and stuff like this, which he didn't do that, but supposedly that would be like a way of people were like, "Hey, I was thinking about backing Narwhal, but now Vito's on the screen. I'm not going to back Narwhal. I was going to be a customer of Narwhal's, but now I'm not going to be because of this Vito guy." Why won't Ethan just ban him and just only show Gabe El-Taib all the time? It's a good question.
Yeah, I that's interesting. I mean, I'd have to see the tapes to see what happened there. Like, I never watched that stream.
That stream is from March 23rd, 2022. So I don't know what show that is, but maybe like somebody could find it. I don't know if it's still up. I think it's still up. That is not cool at all, he says. Fans hate him, and we need to always please the fans. You know what? Gabe is like that. What's that movie where the pirates enter the ship and go, "See me, I'm the captain now."
Oh, that's the Tom Hanks movie. I think it's called The Captain, maybe.
Yeah.
It's weird because there was a
It's called
transaction
Captain
that
Phillips.
happened, and you may or may not remember it. He was on the stream. I know Cecil
Captain
was there
Phillips.
because Cecil kind of corrected him, and we were making some off-color jokes, I guess. I don't know what the joke was, to be honest, but we were
Captain
joking
Phillips.
around, and Gabe was quick to
I
scold
am the
us on
captain
stream
now.
in a way and say, "Now, guys, that type of thing that you're saying right there is what gives CG a bad name." And right in front of everybody.
I mean, I hate, you know what? I hate comic skaters that do that. Like people who call themselves comic skaters and go, "What you're doing there is the reason why everyone hates us." And I'm just like, you're not one of us then. You know, if you say things like that, you're not one of us. That's it. Like you're conscious of people hating you. You want to be liked. You know what I mean? You want the SJWs to like you. They're never going to like you. And the thing about comic skate is we do have those kind of senses of humor, and you're allowed to have that kind of a sense of humor, except for me in the Hitler auction with Cecil, you know. Insofar as you don't get your friend's channel taken down because of your sense of humor. You know, you're allowed to have a sense of humor other than that. But yeah, guys, like you doing that is why everybody hates comic skate. Okay, that's good, guy. So I responded, I said, "Gabe, most people don't text me. Usually just family. Please use my email or Twitter. This is why I feel like I can read his text. Because even after I sent this to him, he didn't stop. I want you to imagine getting a message like this. Gabe, most people don't text me. Usually just family. Please use my email or Twitter for communications like this. This is the second complaint of this nature from you in a week. Yes, it would indeed be crazy of you to make any demands of me and my mods, the way I run my show, or anything like that. This is volunteer work that I'm doing. I don't accept conditions from creators who are asking for my help. I'd rather be drawing or sleeping or eating or anything than spending hours helping creators make thousands of dollars when they resent how I run my channel.
Mm-hmm.
You do have your own channel in which you can block anyone that you choose while promoting your own work. Never ask anything like this of me again.
You saw that.
Now,
As,
and I'm
you
having to
clicked
pull
on
from
that as soon
memory,
as I
but
saw
it
it.
was in a
Oh my God,
Comic
it's
Skate
great.
room. And I remember he wrote not as much, a shorter but sort of ultimatum in the room publicly for everybody to see, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of summed up that, like, I insist Vito doesn't come back on again, whatever. And I think at that point, like, it was a 30-day closeout of Truth, Justice, and American Way or something like that.
Oh, I should send Vito a
And
link.
from my memory,
Go
you
ahead.
publicly responded.
Yeah, I don't care.
Good luck closing that out tonight, Gabe. But here's the fucked up part: is he basically said, a shortened version of what you just read in a way on his end, and put that in there for everybody to see, like him tell you what to do with your channel in the room that you would put the link out, which was like, I was like, that's when I was like, this guy is fucking, nuttier than a shit house rat. Like something's not right with Gabe, he doesn't really understand where the line is on asking for things or even dictating like what you can and cannot dictate.
Yeah. Putting another poll in the chat. I like to ask the chat what they think about everything. So there you go. You guys are participating. Back Wrath of Helephant. Look at this, Shane. We're really close to $30,000 tonight. We could get there tonight if people cared. Only people cared. Let me see. One of those cars should be an OVN on wheels. Oven on wheels. Those cars are featured on Pixar's remake of Birth of a Nation. Oh my God, Tony wants to.
They're saying that's the worst. Is evidently that's an alien costume. It's not a ghost. He's dressed up like an alien. It doesn't even look like that.
Yeah. Andy Montemayor says also called by Trimexy. Hamilton Berger says, as the still very real lawyer for the religious, etc., grace, resilience, and the aesthetic beautification, trash grab, you are on notice, CBS. Thank you, Hamilton Berger. Let me see. They will find Cecil up under the porch, says Raj Matar. Look at Dead Raccoon. Timothy Fitzgerald says, got to vote before you die, Shane, and you'll vote for the D. Super Wacky Abbott says, lol, 47% of your audience are now gay. I know, I noticed that.
What's that?
Matt Grendel says, I know you're going through a lot.
He said, you got to vote before you die, Shane, or you'll vote for the D? Like, Shane doesn't fucking vote?
I hope he does. He's in North Carolina.
Vote. I want my $50 back, God damn it. I'm not going to fucking, especially when Jim bought 25K himself.
No, I did not.
Oh, fuck.
No, you can knock a couple zeros off of there.
How is he? It is weird. Like, why is he at 50 yet? Like, is it because
how many days is this launch?
Write this book?
Just launched last week, didn't it?
No, but he didn't
write this book or draw this book.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
he just
came up with the idea.
Well, he said it last night. He made the book to own the IP.
Yeah.
That's what he did it for. He said he needed to get the IP created so that he could own Helephant forever. Because it could be a good idea, but I think we had Dumbo before. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's but I mean, it's just a book. It's, you know what I mean? So if he gets 1,000 backers, at $25 each, that's 25 grand. So he's already, because some people bought multiple copies.
Some, huh?
Some people.
Yeah.
Those simps?
No, they did it because they think this could end up being like, it's just going to be a low print run book.
Well,
yeah.
At least
it's going to be like Black Riding Hood.
It's going to be like Black Riding Hood. It's going to,
Yeah. And at least Ethan is not putting his time into this. He's just like overseeing pages, but he's not doing any of the actual drawing or writing. So, because he said last night or the other night that he's got to focus on fucking Rainbow the Brute. He's got to get it over with. It's taking a lot of his time. I know. I'm just saying. Did you support it, Storm? Did you back this? Because they are fucking.
Pull up Kevin's chat. The one if keep going up that one. Yeah, and that time was not that long ago when he got Vito like 26 grand in one night.
Yeah.
So
and Liam.
Yeah. So it's just people are fickle of what they want. You know what I mean? And this is just a book. It's like a one shot on Comicsgate Arena. It's not drawn or written by EVS, so it's going to sell what it's going to sell, and it's going to be a limited run. And it's not like he's going to have thousands of them to sell on eBay. He's going to print probably 10% more than he sells, and
it's still got 31 days left. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I plan on buying it, but I'm not in a rush.
Oh, you bought 3 copies. Okay, cool. Still don't trust Liam.
It's not simping. This is state facts, Kevin.
And Kevin loves you, man.
Is there any way you can help me? That's what it is. Christopher says Gabe can shit on the floor for all I care. That's Christopher. Thank you. Asian of the time outlaw. Oh, the time says we need a Gabe puppet to read these texts. That would be hilarious. CJ Metz, DDS says, can we see the stream with Vito disrespecting Narwhal? I guess.
Well, okay, that's the first besides his text I ever heard anybody say that happened. So I don't know if that's actually the case. If somebody should find that stream because I never watched it.
I'm sure I have some really good autists, who probably already on it. It would take a while for me to go back, I think.
Yeah, somebody will figure it out. But I never heard that aside from just now and you and I'm not sure that happened. I'm not saying Gabe's he's not on the up and up, but he doesn't seem like he's on the up and up. Everything he's saying is manipulative. I don't know if he's just making that up to try to sway you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember when it happened. I remember my reaction was, listen, the show can get funky sometimes. If Vito comes in, I might say, the fuck out of it. I might have him on. But it's never professional. The show isn't meant to be business as usual. It's just fuckery. That's all Comic Artist Pro Secrets, Comicsgate Live ever was. It's just fuckery. It's just fun. That's all it's meant to be. It's like a rebellion for the kind of straight-laced SJW politically correct bullshit that we've survived, right?
Right.
So I remember when it happened, I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. You're just mad because Vito was there, and you thought Vito being there was disrespectful to Narwhal. Which if it is, then just go away. If what I'm doing is disrespectful, then go away. It's perfectly okay. I'm actually gonna find it in 1 second. I'm scrolling through the my videos.
Hey Jim,
it would have been March 22nd.
Monster, Guava or Ultra Vice Guava.
Oh wow, that sounds gay.
It's got a pink lid. Matches the name. One to get graded, one to read. Cool. Oh, and the variant. That's the line art book, right, Jim? The variant. Yeah.
Variant. He said he might. He said he might offer another. He might offer another cover that if one of the Kings wants to do a cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know.
We know.
What?
We talked about it last night. Oh no.
Yeah, he's gonna cover. He's gonna offer another cover. I'd be at the last week or so.
Yeah, of course.
To really push it over. Yeah.
Oh, great.
You're gonna have to get you one, Jim.
Well, Jim never just gets one.
Yeah, it's not one. There will be the line art version of that one too.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. So you'll have to get 10 of each.
But at least I have to with him. I have to start paying attention now when he does stuff like post these links. It says, "Oh, here's the secret 48-hour link." I have to go and look and say, "Did I already buy this?"
And you got to back to your fucking Indiegogo.
I got to go back through and look, and I'm like, "I did buy this."
Yeah. I can't wait to see how many duplicates you get in the
I'm gonna have a shit ton, dude. I could, because I really.
Playing it?
Oh, sorry.
So I got the dates here. Let me see. I think he responded the next day. See, I'm in May of 2022.
Yes.
Vito being on the show. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on a second. Comicsgate Kings on March 22nd, 2022.
My TV comes tomorrow.
And then there's also a Comicsgate Live on the 23rd. I wonder which one it would have been. Hold on a second. He wrote to me at 2:31 p.m. So it would have been Comicsgate Kings. All right,
yeah,
so
that sounds
the prior night, Let me see. Oh, and this is privated too. So he originally quoted you. And I'm like, there's Gabe. Sons of bitches.
Is it because of the oil situation?
No, I don't know what it is. Hold on. There's got to be a point where Vito comes in.
Where's Narwhal?
I don't
think
see him.
I think it might just be a still frame. No, I think it might be.
I saw me for a second. It's not this stream because I wasn't on it.
This is a former network executive there, so he's explaining this is a guy who would understand ESG.
All right, I'm scrolling.
I think you're in the wrong stream.
Well, I mean, if I am, I'll just go back and I'll bring up the other one. But it's got to be this. Comics Get Kings. Let's see.
As a member of the
Oh,
band,
Sheila
there's
Aliens?
no insinuation of he and I having any sexual anything, and that's what he said.
Who's
I don't know
Sheila?
what they're
Aliens?
talking about there, but that's fascinating. Gabe.
Jim would have to give you
Yes, PPP's in there.
No.
And this
Jim,
is a
who's
King
Sheila
show. So
Aliens?
Comics Get Kings must be over, and now we're just proceeding with whatever.
I think she was a mod in chats. I've seen her.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, that was my Coom Life shit I never made. Like my mother.
Why didn't you make the Coom Life shirt?
I forgot. I almost did though.
That's shit. All right, Umbrella Guy came in there. Tug is in there. It's a good show. All right, let me see where we're at now. Eric Weathers is there. I don't see Vito. Vito probably would have come in like at the end, like towards the end when the show's pretty much over. All right, PTP just squatting. There was Liam for a second. We're watching a Liam video.
No Vito.
Star Wars girl, that's Anna. True Justice.
That Liam
Vito's
avatar
turned his
looks
camera
like
off,
Az.
Aliens.
Yeah, it does.
Wait,
For
Vito's
sure.
there?
No, I'm not Vito. Not Vito. I'm talking about what's his name? Gabe. All right, Star Wars girl, Eric.
Gabe works
This
for.
looks like a great show. I wonder what's
Eric, right?
private. It must be
Not
pretty
anymore.
scandalous.
He used to.
Jonathan Jetty's
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah, Eric fired him without telling him
All
he's
still
fired.
hanging in.
Yeah.
It's got to be any minute now.
Did Bar drive the Girthy Stallion for?
What is this? These are closeout videos.
No.
Yeah, that's the stream.
No.
That's it.
Hmm.
Did I miss it? Did I miss Vito coming in?
No, I don't think that's the stream.
So you think it was the next day?
Yeah, because I know I wasn't in it because when I saw the message in the room, I had no idea what was like. And I'm on this stream, so I know it's not.
All right, let me see. Let me check out the next one here. Let's see if that's what it is. So it wasn't that. So it must have been the next day. Oh, good. I was afraid they were going to kick me right back. I had to scroll backwards to find this point. All right, so March 22nd. That was Comics Gate Kings. Comics Gate Live. And let's find out if this is it. It's a flash sale here. All right, share this tab. Has Liam. Okay, there's Umbrella. I can't believe Umbrella. Oh, there's Narwhal.
Oh, there's Narwhal.
Hold on a
Susan.
second.
Susan is like the YouTube head boss, right? Susan.
Eyebrowless.
Susan the new Karen?
John
Is
looked good.
Narwhal
That was
still
2 years ago.
CG?
John,
Yeah.
he looked like he didn't want to die.
Guys,
He's drunk.
What?
is Narwhal still CG?
No. Well.
No.
Is he
I
war
mean,
campaign?
He's
No,
not war
he's-
campaign. No, I mean he's still CG, but he's not. I mean he doesn't come around Ethan and stuff. He's still a good creator, and he's still decent. You know, his work seems decent. You know,
I consider him CG adjacent. Like he's still under the umbrella, but he's on the edge of the tent. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Just because he's such a whiny little bitch lately. That whole like food bank thing he did, where he literally said he didn't have any money, so that's why he was going to the food bank, and everybody, made a joke at him, and then he came back and was like, "But I do have money. I do have money." Then why are you going to the food bank?
Yeah.
Like, pick a lane. If you don't have money, fine. Like, go to the food bank, get food, bro. But, I don't know.
All right.
Drinking.
Still had a smile.
Yeah, then he leaves. Okay, here comes Gabe. Is that your desk fan? Gabe, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw I had a fan. I'll turn it off.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
very
Turn off your fucking desk fan. All right. Wait, who was that up there?
Who's teaching kids?
Umbrella
Hold on a
guy.
second.
Okay. Is this important that we do this? I guess it is, right?
Was Tug a big part of the
Just
show
for his
before?
sake.
he was.
Well, I mean,
He
before
was-
we
he
start
was
throwing
all
out
in CG
Vito did
before.
this, I'd actually like to
Land
know
around.
what he did.
Yeah. All right, so there's Eric Weathers. Eric Weathers just showed up.
Pull that super chat down. Because when
Oh, is there a
sometimes
super
when it
chat?
drops, it's covering up the screen.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, so that's Eric at the bottom. Still no
Oh my
Vito.
God! Oh, look, it's fucking Coach Red Pill.
Coach Red Pill, yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Leave now while you still can. He was killed. He was killed by the Ukrainians.
Yeah, he was.
I used
by
to
the
know him.
Ukrainians.
Oh my God, dude, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why you don't go to Ukraine?
Hello. All right.
Coach
Red
Red
Bull.
Bull.
Fight for the Ukrainians too, right? Like,
Oh, it's phone.
You
tap
don't go
Phil.
to you to the
No,
to the
phone tap
Ukraine
Let me see. Let me take.
and
a
then
look at
talk
the
shit
crew
to
here now.
them while
Phone
you're
tap
in
Phil,
Ukraine.
Umbrella guy. I can't believe Umbrella guy was coming on my show 2 years ago. Seems like he left
'cause he
like,
was
a lot
trying to-
further away than that.
He was trying
Well,
to
he
push the
blew up
littlest
with the
umbrella.
Johnny Depp stuff.
There's Vito.
So. Oh, here we
It's
go.
Vito. Okay, let me back it up a little bit. All right.
And I really want to see him disrespect Narwhal.
Vito the pedo says King Pookie. All right, so you got the volume up.
He false flagged him for Alex Jones, and then he went on Alex Jones's show, which is just stupid.
All right, let's get Vito in here to ask him about that. You know.
Oh, let's also not forget along with
Yeah.
Battle Brick Road is Rich IL's Roach Balls, man.
Another scumbag.
Oh, yeah. I didn't promote Roach Balls today, and I probably should have, but that campaign's doing really good. We're gonna get
the incredible campaign just sitting out there.
Good morning, Comicsgate.
Look at Vito.
It's a beautiful day in Comicsgate, as we like to say.
It is. It always is.
It isn't. It's the middle of the fucking night. What are you talking about?
I mean, but the day in general.
What do we care? We're in our basements all day.
It's not a bad day for Comicsgate.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we hear you're over here supporting cuties.
Well, to be fair, I have not yet gotten the rights to make the book I wanted to make, which would have been a prequel to Cuties called Cuties Zero. I'm still working on that, but
that's a good
joke. The book I got is gonna. Ethan got it. Ethan got there. This book I got is gonna be
Cuties, but even younger.
Dude,
Great
look
job.
at Gabe's face.
What were we arguing yesterday with Nick
think it's
Mercado?
funny
What
at
were you
all.
guys talking about? It's like
we were
don't say
talking
gay
about
bill,
the
or-
best way to kill pedophiles. I just want to kill these guys. So, he said a
Sure.
wood chipper, I said a shotgun, and I think we met in the middle. We're gonna make some sort of mishmash of the two.
See?
Yeah, I
Changes
saw a
his
little
story
bit of
no
that.
better.
Changes
I
my
know.
story. I mean, do you really want to talk about what I talked about on a stream for 2 hours? People can go watch.
I just wanted a brief overview so people understand what you guys were talking about. They can go watch.
Sure,
it.
the brief
Just thought you
overview.
could give us a
view
Oh,
is
never
I
let
think
women
this bill
talk.
in Florida is very badly written, and I gave my reasons as to why.
Yeah,
It's a badly written bill. It's too broad. I think there's some
Too
parts
many
of the
broads.
bill-
I agree.
Too many
Too many
broads. Look,
broads.
if you want to make a bill that says you can't talk to kids about sex, sure, I'll sign it. But the bill's trying to cover a lot of other stuff.
Good. Cover up as
Well-
much stuff as possible. Let me see.
Well-
Sebastian Anon says, "Ding dong, Vito, that cheese pizza you ordered arrived." By the way, like 50 people last minute. Vito, I dipped under 1,000 viewers for the first time.
I'm
tonight
sorry,
since you
I'm
came. That's
sorry.
okay. No. We're not
Once
afraid.
once my book lands and people
Look at
see how
Gabe.
I
He's
have
so
something
serious.
Skate. I'm not
Holy
saying it's
fuck,
peak
years
saving,
ago?
I've elevated it. They're all gonna come streaming. It's gonna be huge.
He counts.
Huge.
The right answer is slowly.
Big league,
I did
as
kill
they
him.
say.
Where the fuck is
Look, I'll
this
stop
book?
grandstanding. I'm just having fun. How you doing?
Not bad. I mean, what do you think of this Coach Red Pill stuff? Are you following
What
this?
happened? What happened? I know. Oh, the
Jim.
guy in Ukraine, right?
Have you ever dealt with him? You ever talked to Coach Red Pill? It seems like you would have.
There's some. I know he has some background with other people that I know, but I don't know the specifics. What I think he was on. Now I do a podcast with Dick Masterson. I want to say that he's either been on that show or called in or something.
Yeah, probably.
But he's literally what? Is
Hey,
he
look
like
at
an
how
MRA, like a
skinny
men's
Ethan
rights
looks in
activist?
this
Is that like
old video
Red Pill?
compared to now.
He seems to be like I don't want to speak like that. Like I know, but I mean I've watched his videos. Again, his videos are a lot.
I thought he
about
was
me
fatter
being
back
a
then, but he was
I
skinnier.
did not date.
He's a surrogate
Like-
father figure. He's like a Jack Murphy.
Kinda, yeah.
Like men from broken homes latch on
What?
to some weirdo who tells him
His
he's
shoulders are
gonna
more upright back 2 years ago than they are now. Like his posture is
Yeah.
much better, but he ain't skinnier, and his beard fucking died.
Oh,
So,
that fucking dyed beard. That is so good.
No, I think he looks thinner in this.
you're being generous.
Okay.
Is he like Jack Murphy? Do we want to go that far? Thank you for not on yourself.
Well, there's a lot of these guys. Any guy who tells you he's going to red pill you. I
No
mean, maybe
hat
some
takes
guys
10
will.
years off your look.
Who said that?
My wife says you look 10 years younger when you don't wear your hat.
Well, I don't want to look too young. Well, everyone calls me a boomer, so I want to give them, what they pay for.
But a lot of these guys I don't trust them. I think they see young men who are in a position of confusion and weakness and go, I've got all the right ideas. I'm your new dad. And a lot of times these are bad dads. This guy does not seem too bright, I would say. But
Opinionated news guy says neck beardo. So he's calling you neck beardo.
that is very correct. I mean,
Everywhere you go, people want to abuse you.
No, not everywhere. No.
Look at
actually
Gabe.
I just went on the drunk.
Gabe is
Contestants
disappearing
podcast.
into
We
his
had a ton of
Charles
fun. It just
Bronson
depends
background.
Where I am. And look, do I make mistakes? Yes. Part of the problem that I have is that I'm fucking crazy. And sometimes being fucking crazy is cool. Like when I fuck with Netflix protesters or Antifa or whatever else. And sometimes I lose my mind and I drink and I do something stupid. And I try to apologize, but I don't
I'm
do
going
it.
to dye my beard again.
Point
Oh,
is,
good.
I would like to somehow come to terms. I know people don't like me. I don't like me. But I'm
What
excited.
the fuck?
I'm
I don't
excited
like
about.
to me.
But here's why I like you.
Oh,
Here's why I
Jesus.
come to your channel
Fuck.
and watch your streams. One thing I'm very passionate about is the spirit of independent creation. I do think that the mainstream media has a complete stranglehold on
Wrap it
multiple
up.
industries, including comic books. And I am very excited to see independent creators
Bratty.
making their own things. So, am I going to say that I see eye to eye politically with everybody in the Comicsgate sphere? Obviously not. But
then you're out of
regardless,
here. You're not
I support.
commenting.
That's how it works. It's an ideological echo.
Lombardi says, "Well, it's getting late. Wrap it up."
Time to wrap her up. I just want to say, everybody making comics.
Callan says, "Say yes to the large."
Deeply. I miss the supersize. Bring back the supersize.
Yes, I know. Ethan
that was
finally,
when I was a happy boy.
Ethan finally has someone on more obese than him. Says
Every friend group needs a fat guy, and I'm happy to fill in.
Yeah, for now it was me. Before that,
now you got you. That's why a fat guy. You always got to find a fatter friend. I got this one friend. He's fucking huge, and hopefully I can get him in here, and then he'll be the new fat guy.
How could you get him in there? You can barely get in there.
That's true. I
he's
barely
bigger than you.
squeeze into this frame. Very excited about Comics Gate.
Wow,
we're excited too, man. Every day it's fun. People making comics. That's what we want to support.
Gabe is angry that he's not.
And I'm longtime friends with John Delarose, who I know you guys. Some of you like him, some of you don't. But
whoa, he's longtime friends with John Delarose. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Wow, longtime friends with John Delarose.
A lot of people were. It's fucking weird.
Longtime friends with John Delarose. That's odd.
Did he say longtime friends?
He said longtime friends with John Delarose. I wonder if this is around the same time when Matt Barr was super chatting into
John
the biggest
Delarose's
problem
show.
Well, no, the DeVito show.
Yeah.
Because John Delarose was super chatting in.
Yeah.
I wonder if Vito ever. I told Vito where to look. I wonder if he ever found that.
It's awfully weird.
It's awfully weird. 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 Weird.
Weird.
Weird.
Weird.
Weird. Weird.
I don't know if that's true anymore, but Gabe is angry. He's looking at the chat, and the chat is seething. They don't like Vito's a really controversial guy. He's not popular unless you're biggest problem in the universe fan, and even then he's not popular. People dunk on him. That's when he shows up, people start throwing tomatoes at him. So Gabe is looking at that, and I think Gabe is going, this guy. He's getting tomatoes.
He's got to be popular somehow.
He's not
He's had
is this the guy we really want to be hanging out with?
Channel for damn near a decade now.
Wasn't he? Didn't he have a giant Star Wars channel, Jim?
I think Vito's channel is actually bigger than Ethan's.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think he's got like over 200,000 subs. I think.
I mean,
244,000.
Well, there you go.
So here's the thing: like, how many? 244?
Yeah, 244,000.
Dude, the problem with Vito sometimes is he lets the joke go for too long, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes
he never wraps it up.
Yeah, just stop. We get it. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, it's a punchline for a reason.
Right. Yeah, it's not a punch month, dude. Stop.
And really, this is like the first time I've ever had Vito on the show, and I'm just talking to him. And what's the fucking problem?
Yeah, I mean, that's the big issue with SJWs is they don't want to have a conversation with people they oppose in thoughts or views, right?
Yeah, 100%. They go, well, again, all of these guys, like the Zeros crowd, who's cool, who's not cool, who are we allowed to hang out with? So I don't care about any of that. I'm like 50 years old. I don't care. Like, I don't care what anybody thinks about anything. You can be here, you cannot be here, you can live, you can die. I don't really care. I'm just putting on my show. So if I want to talk to Vito, that's fine. If Gabe is lucky enough to get on the show a couple of times, that's fine too. But like the idea that he's going to tell me what to do, who to talk to while he's squatting on my stream, smelling his fingertips.
Yeah, he looks like a gorilla at the zoo smelling his finger. It's like, come on, guy. I mean, he's obviously not being entertaining on this stream. You let somebody on who's actually talking.
So this must have been during that whole "Don't Say Gabe" bill or something, because it says Narwhal says Gabe and "Don't Say Gabe." So it's some kind of weird thing going on.
Oh yeah, that was 2 years ago. Yeah.
This was when Cecil
saying some interesting
things. So look at her avatar. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She's too old for Cecil.
Of course.
Fritz as well.
Right.
I like you talk for Cecil too.
What do you think of Mr. Girl? Is he your friend?
I love that guy.
Mr. Girl?
Yes.
Somebody
asked me that in the chat.
I've never heard of him.
He's a great, one of the best YouTubers of our time, if not the best YouTuber of our time.
Why do you say like the best?
Just if you watch his videos, you know how me and you were just talking to a web camera?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this guy goes out, gets shots. He's got editing chops. He's got visual skills. Some of the stuff he puts together,
and all
Hollywood
stuff
level
is terrible.
cinematography.
Kelsey Shannon.
He makes me feel like I'm very lazy compared to what
Mr. Girl. Who the fuck
Yeah.
watched that?
What's his topic that he covers, though? What's his
Don't watch it. Don't go down that rabbit
Look
hole.
for
It's
it. Do not
fucking
pull it
terrible.
up.
It's fucking terrible. All of his takes are disgusting.
Yeah.
His shit
Like,
is
I
terrible.
think he tries to just be super controversial for
Controversy's sake.
Yeah.
Just to be a contrarian. Yeah. He makes Nick look like he agrees with everybody.
Like a choir boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because Vito is very lazy.
I was gonna say that.
Like, any release date for that book yet, Jim?
No.
Of Vito's?
No.
Because his fucking artist can't take any kind of criticism, or somebody maybe touching up a page.
I'm being a pedophile. Here we go.
This is a good one. Wait, which song is this?
Mr. Girl, I'm a pedophile.
Oh, don't do the clean version.
Oh, he's a pedophile.
Yeah, do the original. I'm a pedophile.
Oh no, he made a song.
Oh,
there's
you
a
gotta
Dick
watch the
Masterson show.
See how I brought him in and I'm nice to him, and then I fucking backhand him with that?
Oh, they made a clean version of this.
Well, just somebody bleeped it all out. For Mr. Girl, I'll send you the link right now.
I don't want. No, I don't want to watch. Don't.
You do want to? No, you
Don't
do
click
wanna
on
watch it.
Vito's link.
You definitely do want to see it. I'm sure.
No, it's
Save it for the Dick show.
Look at.
Did you listen to it?
Oh, dude, I've never seen him that angry.
Oh, you should watch it later. You watch the Dick show, so you know him.
Oh man, look, Gabe.
People want to ask about
satirist.
People want to ask about you flagging the Friday Night Tight show.
Absolutely.
For having Alex Jones on. Now, what was the thing that happened there?
Well, what happened was I was fucking around on Twitter and I made a joke that I said, "Hey, look, YouTube, look what these guys are doing," and because Alex Jones was on there talking about Pizzagate, talking about vaccines don't work, and I was like, "Looks like somebody's breaking the terms of service now."
Just saw that tweet.
Thing to do. I
tagging in YouTube was a pretty fucked up thing to do.
Right.
It wasn't. I made a joke. No. You're always. I made a joke. No, you did something where it was false flagging. And then,
I forgot Umbrella Guy was there.
I always made the case that YouTube, if you tell, they go.
He always does that though, Jim. Like he never says anything. Then he brings out that Tennessee Lindsey Graham Southern voice.
Well, I'm not trying to flag the channel, so I'm not going to do that. I didn't go into the back end and flag the channel. I made a dumb joke on Twitter. I was fucking around. It was late night. Okay, look, I want to make any excuse.
Hold on, I'm doing the
I'm a fucking idiot. I was 100% wrong.
Vito,
disappeared.
Nicholas
He
is
disappeared.
to kick Vito, please.
Do the poll.
I'm not going to do a poll. What I will do is
I'm trying to apologize again.
No. It's okay, Vito. Just relax.
Yeah.
I will say if the chat wants Vito to leave, I want $25 super chats that say kick Vito.
Yeah.
I don't want one person to give me $100. I want 20 people to give me $5 each.
Look, to be fair, that's what I
Vito.
heard OJ say when he chopped off his wife's
It was
head.
a good joke. Well, that was a good joke. I mean,
Yeah.
I chopped the shit out of that lady. I was laughing my ass off. When he hops in a Bronco, come on. Look,
I shouldn't have. It was a joke.
here's the problem with apologies. We know they don't work, right?
Yeah.
Do apologies work in today's day and age? No. It's you fucked up. Nobody cares if you feel bad about it.
Yes, if you
But I
guys
have
in the
tried.
chat don't want
I
us to
expressed
watch
I know I did
this,
what I
you
did
have
was
to send
wrong.
Dave
There's no excusing
$25
it.
super
I
chats.
tried to offer, and the offer stands.
Dude, I
That if
offered
any
to
of
be
these
in
people were on
blackface
that
on
stream, I
Halloween
pledge
for
$100
$500
to the
tonight. I
charity
haven't
of their
got a
choice.
single
Give me the
super
name
chat
of
all
the
night.
charity.
So-
That is the
You
only
didn't
way I can
promote
think
it,
to make
though.
up
You
for what I
just
did.
mentioned
Because I don't
it
think
on
words matter.
beginning.
I think money
But
matters.
you have to do
That's
your
one
salesman
step better
first.
than OJ.
I know.
I think. You think words matter? Well, I've tried the words, and the words are not in. Well, okay, so you're somebody who
should
would
have had a
accept an
running
apology.
banner
The
across
people
the
who
bottom,
I've
right?
offended, who I did wrong.
Yeah,
to,
that's what you should have
They
done.
say it's not enough.
So that
It
these
will never
weirdos-
be enough.
these
And I
weirdos-
have to
I'm
accept
sorry I
that.
burned your house.
Oh, wait, I just realized that this woman is actually an alien. Look at her.
She's annoying as
Not
fuck. I will say that.
Yeah, don't give women a microphone. I can't say
They
that
don't.
because I do a stream with Katie, and I enjoy Katie's takes most of the time.
I agree.
Don't give 90% of the women. in the
Hello, my
planet a
mammy. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Oh, God damn.
How's that, man? Hey, fuck, fuck it. I went after like how you make money in your livelihood. Fuck. Oh, I'm just a funny guy.
Tug's getting him.
Did their house burn down? What was the negative
You're such a
consequences?
douchebag, man.
What were the
Yeah, what
negative
you did is
consequences
you
of what I
pointed
did?
YouTube at them because you know
Okay, and what
that it
happened?
could cause problems.
I was standing there with a match.
messages.
Yeah, you
Okay,
tried.
it's the
You went
equivalent.
after nice
I
business. You
tried
always
to
focus
burn
on
down a
business.
house.
You always focus on
I was
So then, I'm
here.
sorry.
You're
If you want me to
fucking-
apologize for trying to
Dave.
apologize,
Dave.
should I apologize for trying to get
No, I want you to fucking
What do
not
you want
be a
me to
douchebag
do?
and do this like you do shit.
All right,
every
I'm sorry I
fucking
tried to
week. You're
apologize.
always
Tug.
fucking shit up.
Tug, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my
You're a
apology
nasty
is not good
motherfucker,
enough.
man.
Hey, I'm here to support y'all. I want people to buy Narwhal's books. I'm not here.
Six.
Fucking retard that
Seven.
flags channels and picks up her pedal shit. So get fucked, asshole. I'm out of here.
Whoa, bye, Gabe.
Oh, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. He said, get Fox when you
Worried
left.
about the competition.
Then Vito, you went on Alex Jones's channel.
He
You went
just
on
voted.
Alex
Someone
Jones's
just
channel
voted for
right
me
after
to
that,
stay,
didn't
so that goes back the other way. Someone voted to keep me
That's
on.
true. It does. That's how it works.
Look, some of these guys, I don't know what to tell you. You want? I mean,
Wait,
Trump,
so what
Trump
happened with
definitely
Alex
was-
Jones?
right now.
What was the Alex Jones thing?
Just Alex Jones was on a stream, and I made a joke on Twitter. So,
Wait, another joke?
No, you're saying.
I don't know. Fill me
Friday
in.
Night Tights had Alex Jones on.
You'll notice like Gabe.
Friday Night Tights
Oh,
had
it's
Alex
the same
Jones on
thing. It's the
stream.
same thing. Okay.
I knew Alex Jones is banned from YouTube, and everybody on Friday.
Gabe thought he would look cool if he did that.
And then everybody else would do it too. Everybody go, you know what? I'm with Gabe. See you later. Fuck you guys. And then like leave. But it's like, no, Gabe was the only one who did
One
that.
thing about
Gabe
Vito,
said, "I'm
guys,
here for nothing."
He can hold a conversation. Like he can talk. You might not agree with what he's saying, but at least he's not a mute like everybody else on the stream. What has Norwal said the whole time Vito's there? And
check shit.
And this guy, Gabe, is sending DMs to fucking Ethan saying that he was bad for Norwal. He's such a good kid or whatever.
Yeah, but it seemed to me like that the person who acted like an asshole and was a real jerk was Gabe.
Yeah.
And Sheila Aliens.
Yeah.
Is
So
she
those
an
two-
asshole, or is she just being, you know what?
She's being
Somebody's got-
cunty.
What, dude? This is what he likes, though. This is good conversation for Vito. He wants to have this fight because he's that kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, look at her. She looks so ridiculous. Like, you're not Ariel, bitch. Stop.
Ariel's ugly cousin. Stop
I know.
it. Like,
He
chill
does
out, lady.
I know. Vito thinks he's being funny. That's fine. He does. But this is Vito's thing. Like
That's Vito's comedy, which is
not for
sometimes
me.
it hits, sometimes
Yeah.
it lands, but 90% of the time for me, it doesn't land. And
But
I'm like,
when he shows up here, he's very nice, Jim.
Yeah, because you can tell too that this woman's really fat because look how fat her face is.
Yeah.
And so she's got some kind of filters going on to make her look skinnier, but she's not. She's built like a Oompa Loompa.
she's built like a linebacker.
And played for Vanderbilt that beat Alabama this year. So
Fuck you, Jesus Christ, eat shit.
not Ariel, bitch. Right? Yeah.
Narwhal's books, but then he's texting you. I saw what you did for Narwhal. Can you stop doing that for Narwhal and do that for me?
99.999% of the jokes just don't land.
All right, hold on a second. I just want to see Vito leave.
Vito's made me
I
laugh
fucking
a few
hated me at
times.
the time, so I was like, "Hey,
I'm trying to get
Alex
25
Jones is
bucks.
on this stream. Is that allowed?
Vito
Are
makes
they
me
allowed to
laugh
do
because
that?"
his takes are just so
Yeah,
out there.
Who's your
Yeah, they're so obviously wrong,
That's
and he
silly.
will not.
Who was my favorite? Mahler is the only.
He'll never back down.
Mahler.
Yeah,
He'll never back down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
then
he's
I'll
being
start
pulled in the
laughing
wrong
at it
direction,
because
but
it's just
Mahler does good
ridiculous.
work.
It's SJW
11.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are voting to kick Vito. People are like really upset. 12. F Vito. This
I mean,
MF
what,
for his sauce.
to be fair, I haven't taken over comics.
Oh, I
yet
want
yet. Once I am the king of
$25
comics
super chats.
space, then they
Oh
will
shit,
accept
that's $100.
They will have to. If you're
They'll
the
have
king,
to.
Yeah, they would have to accept you.
Again, I'm working
Texas
on
mofo. Okay,
a,
Ethan, this is
a
good.
Cuties prequel where the girls from Cuties, this would be
13.
elementary school aged. They have to dance
Unfortunately,
their way to
Vito,
freedom.
unfortunately, this schoolyard isn't populated by like 8-year-olds, so you won't take it over by.
Oh,
People are
darn.
saying I'm with Gabe. You
Darn.
lost Gabe for this goon
now
kicking
see,
my head.
Pause it,
Terrible.
Jim. Pause it. 2 years later, Tug won't talk to fucking Ethan.
No. Tugs told Ethan that he's just not gonna pick a side. That's
No, he just said, Vito, you won't take this over. But
No, I'm
now
saying,
that-
like,
now
now,
that Eric July is part of the world, Tug doesn't want to be controversial. That's fucking gay, dude. I'm sorry.
I don't disagree with that.
Fucking bullshit. Vito makes me laugh when I'm watching BTM Reviews talk about sun radiation. I've seen videos of her without filters. You old perverts would hit that in a second if you weren't married. I would.
No,
I would. I'd hit it with my truck.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm not into that look at all. I'm just not. Like, If I walk into the club or the bar and I see that, I'm walking right past it.
Yeah, that's what they make porn for. I don't need that.
Yeah. Tug is on Yellow Flash's side. Yeah, Tug is. Look,
Last thing I heard about
Tug's books are good, right? They're decent, at least, right, Jim?
Yeah, they're all right.
Do you have them?
Not all of them.
How many has he made?
4, I think.
Are they? Does he have a website to buy them, or were they just campaigns?
He's got a website.
Okay, I don't know, because are they kids'
They're
books?
kids' books. They're kids' books.
Well, I've got grandkids. I'm wondering, are they worth me buying for my?
He writes them with his daughter.
The one that barely talks?
I don't know which one, but
Oh,
but he that's his whole thing. Is like she helps him.
I personally thought that they were written a little too advanced for the kids that he was targeting, but
oh, she doesn't have this look anymore. Okay, because this ain't working, honey.
I mean, like I go to the gym to keep my standards high.
I bought all of them. They're okay. Yeah, and I mean, if they're for a 5-year-old, would you think they're too advanced for a 5-year-old, Jim?
no, I just thought the writing was a little more, a little too complex for kids.
Okay,
but
the stories for kids.
Haven't you read?
It's a kid's story.
But have
Okay.
you read,
Yeah, but
Jim,
the
have you
writing
read-
is a little advanced. Okay.
Jim, have you not read Captain Underpants? Like
what?
Yeah, Captain Underpants is a gigantic book series for kids.
No.
Oh, next time you go to a bookstore,
No, I'm good.
Go to the Captain Underpants stuff, and you're gonna be like, "Holy fuck!" There's a lot of books for this, and kids love that shit. Yes, they are good books for kids. Jim doesn't have all of them, but he has 15 copies of all the ones he does.
Kevin's been
more
on
like
fire.
8 to 10. Okay, 8 to 10. That's a little bit more advanced, Jim, than like a. But if my daughter or my wife is reading to my grandson when he's going to sleep, is it like, can he like be entertained by it? That's all I care about. Because my wife got that J book, that whatever blue book.
We call them bankers here.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Jays here. That's how you get banned.
Who said that?
Just saying, you don't want to bring up the Jays too
I
much.
said J.
Oh, J-A-Y.
Yeah,
Okay.
J.
Okay.
C3PO.
That guy.
Why I wouldn't want to get anybody a book about blue balls.
I bought the blue book because I was supporting the fellowship like a cuck. And my wife got the book, and I said, I got the book. I said, hey, I bought this so you can read it to Edward. And she goes, no. I go, oh shit! So I wasted fucking $20. So the books, I don't even know where the book's at.
Complicated.
Yeah, I think Sonorum's right. I don't think it's something you would want a small kid reading before they go to bed.
Oh, so it's monsters are well drawn. Okay, daytime books. Okay. So, oh man, I remember my kids used to love what were those monster books back in the 90s? Oh my god, Goosebumps. Holy,
yeah, that was my fucking jam.
All my kids were into Goosebumps, man.
That was the first time I read a book from start to finish in one day. It was
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Yeah, it's like
the one about the puppet. Oh yeah, that was my shit.
I never read him, but now that he's gone, let's get back to some real stuff.
Sparrow.
I can only take so much, Ethan. I'm sorry. I love Ethan.
Don't worry about any of them going to jail because Chapek isn't a rat. He has an NDA.
It's like, all right, I got $23 million, but now I'm being accused of criminal malfeasance.
All right, so we got Tom O'Connor, right?
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
I have no clue who that guy. I know the guy on the bottom's that Canadian.
Yeah, this is the
guy.
Paul, whatever.
Paul Chato. Yeah. Paul Chato.
I actually like Chato.
I do too. I like his videos. I just hate that
I've seen this icon before too. I just don't know who that is. I've seen that guy somewhere. take your fucking chat off the channel, dude. That's our July.
I leave for 2 seconds and you guys start talking about homos again?
Yeah. I said I could only take so much, Ethan. A script doctor, yes. Script doctor. Andre.
Yeah, there's script doctors on the corner all the time. They're selling street prescriptions.
You
Yeah,
got
they're street pharmacists.
brought Tom on to do it. Oh boy. All right. All right, Jim.
I just want to see Vito get kicked.
Comics
Cuties in Space.
I love you all. Cuties in Space is the sequel. I'm doing a prequel and a sequel trilogy. There's going to be a whole Cuties franchise, action figures, everything else.
Yeah.
Can't we just talk about the comics, guys?
We'll try. I wanted to hear more about Friday Night Tights. Were you serious? Like, I think you were serious when you reported them.
No, because if I was serious, I would have filed it in the back end and got them actually in trouble.
What do you mean filed it in the back?
They have
end?
you can report a channel.
Sean's right there
under
in the
channel,
ass.
You can hit the 3 dots and say report this video, and then you fill out a form and you give timestamps. I made a stupid joke on Twitter, and I'm trying to own up to it. If it's gonna stick with me forever, I accept it. Okay.
Were you
fine.
drunk? Like
Yes.
you
Yes.
tagged
Yes.
you tagged YouTube in it.
I was very
Right?
drunk.
Okay.
I mean, the way to get it done is to tag you.
I don't believe him.
No, because FNT starts at 3:15 in the afternoon Central Time. That's 1:15 California time on a Friday. He was not drunk.
I've never seen Vito even look drunk on a stream.
I've never even seen Vito drink alcohol on a stream.
And he
Vito told me that he doesn't drink because he was worried about gaining weight.
And he streamed on
fucking chill.
And he streams on Friday night with Dick Masterson. He was not drunk at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
What's next? We're gonna hear Vito has a Coke problem. I mean, maybe Diet Coke.
Hey, Vito, just admit it. Just admit, like, you weren't drunk. I sent it.
I don't like those guys.
Yeah, like
I sent it, and
I don't like Alex Jones. I don't like his whatever, dude. Who cares? Like,
I mean, didn't he also report Nick Fuentes, Jim?
I don't drink.
Yeah,
that
he did.
Happen. So
And
I don't
this,
know when
yeah,
people
that was
say
like a
I
year
drink
ago.
like that. That doesn't happen here. What's he talking about? Vito Coke alone. I think for now, Tom is Melted Snowman, but I've never seen Camelot on a stream with him where they really interacted. I don't
He's been
know.
on Flashcast. I think they've been on there together.
But Tom, you think Tom has enough internet clout as a fat old dude to hit chicks up on the internet?
Tom doesn't have enough internet clout to buy a blowjob.
He couldn't get a free goldfish at Free Goldfish Day. Like, he couldn't. Like, you would turn him away. Like, you're going to use this to fucking go to the corner at the bus where the kids are. Like, I mean,
yeah.
This is what I say when Vito keeps saying it's a joke.
What the fuck? Sal, hey. Fuck you doing? Nothing.
Just know this.
I was here. It's a joke. You're a fuck.
It's a joke.
is this Sopranos shit?
Yeah.
And that guy's name was Vito, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Vito was found at a gay bar. he might be, but man, he's creepy looking.
Vito? What the fuck?
That's fucking great.
Oh God. Sopranos is so good.
2-minute, I think, on Twitter and just be like, "Hey, YouTube."
They don't do anything. They
Team
told
YouTube.
They do. You should ask Ethan about getting taken down that way. They do.
But Ethan has a direct line to fucking YouTube. I'm nobody.
What are you
Ethan
talking
has.
about? I'm saying Ethan's been hit that way, dude. I'm not saying he's never tagged any. Hey, let's take somebody down.
Ethan has a direct line to YouTube?
Yeah, he has a YouTube rep.
Oh, so does Vito.
Yeah, after a certain number, you get a rep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you hit 100K.
I don't know how many subs Vito had at this time, but
Now, I will tell you one thing on Rumble. Every day in my fucking comments, somebody wants to fucking promote my show.
Oh, yeah, every day. Every
fucking day. It's like, I don't even know what to say to that, Jim. Like, what do you
promote it?
My channel. Like, I'm not going to talk politics, so I'm already out the door. Oh, well, we're going to tell you to make videos. Wrong guy. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I thought we were talking about Ethan Klein.
Oh, Ethan Klein.
I
H3H3.
forgot.
No,
That
we're
was-
talking about Ethan.
I always think
here.
of you as EVS. I don't
Yes.
think of you as Ethan.
Thank you. Ralph Max says if Vito's a hero, Ethan's a zero. Giga John Slade.
Wow. I wouldn't go that far. I think we're both heroes, Ethan. Me and you.
Well, there's a lot of Ethans on the YouTube scene right now, and they're all very controversial, especially me. But I mean, we've got Ethan Ralph. How are you with Ethan Ralph? Is he your pal or no?
It's a complicated situation. I'm not pal.
This
I'm
is
friendly.
great
him disrespect Narwhal.
By virtue of, again, I do a podcast.
I
with
haven't
Dick
seen it
Madison.
yet.
Dick and Ralph.
Yeah, we
are,
should
like,
really be
the
focused on
greatest of
Narwhal.
friends. Dick was supposed to go to Portugal with Ralph.
But he broke his foot.
He broke his foot and he
broke
could not
his
go.
foot, yeah.
Yes. So let's put it this way. I've seen Ralph when he comes out to LA. You know, I've shared a drink with Ralph.
Oh, Gabe just sent me a
we're not
$5
very-
super
we're
chat
not
there.
politically
This is
aligned, I'd say. We're not-
unacceptable.
He's a guy I know on the internet.
What?
Let's put it that way. But
Yeah,
I have no.
well,
I
in
don't
the
have a
in this video.
bad blood against him. And I've even reached out to him recently and said, "Hey, buddy, you're kind of going a little hard in the paint with the burning
17.
bridges. Maybe walk it back a little bit."
Mm.
But
Hold on.
he's
Hold
a
on.
man who has his own plan.
Rewind that for a second. I want
Yeah,
to see what
he
that
does
super
what he wants
chat
to do.
said.
He kind of.
Gabe just sent me a $5.
But he broke his foot.
He broke his foot
He
and he
broke
could
his
not
foot,
go.
yeah.
Yes. So let's
Not that one. It's the one that Gabe.
put it this way. I've seen Ralph when he comes out to LA. You know, shared a drink with Ralph.
Oh, Gabe just sent me a
we're not
$5
we're not
super chat
politically
there.
aligned,
This is
I'd say. We're not-
unacceptable.
What was the?
He's a
the
guy I
one
know
that
on the
said
internet.
something about him being
But
a
I have no,
betrayer?
Well,
I
in
don't
the
have
vid- in this video.
bad blood against him. And I've even reached out to him recently and said, "Hey, buddy, you're kind of going a little."
It's just a nobody, but you're a betrayer. EVS having this guy on, you betraying the fans worse than the quartering. Jesus Christ, man!
Hey, the guy needs to learn how to fucking spell.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's.
Dude,
EVS is
okay,
buying something.
Wars,
See,
wars than the
and these are
quartering.
supposedly, Jim, right-wing guys,
Yeah,
right?
supposedly.
Yeah.
'Cause they're all liars.
They're fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
you know who's a great guest? Eric DeBunks. He just is. He'll talk. He'll talk about it. He doesn't care. You know what else? He's 50 fucking years old. He's not. He's going to talk.
Every time you say that, it blows my fucking mind because he dresses like a 20-year-old.
Of course.
Well, he's an actual gay man.
I keep forgetting that he is an actual practicing gay man. Makes sense.
You know why he's practicing? Because he still
What?
hasn't got it right.
I'm a practicing heterosexual myself, dude. Like,
hard in the paint with the burning
17.
bridges. Maybe walk it back a little bit.
Mm.
But he's a man who has his own plan, I guess.
fucking gay ass
He
beards.
does what he
Captain
wants to
Dipto.
do.
I hate
Not
the
to rein
fucking
in
beards.
that stallion.
Fucking shave that shit off your face.
Have you ever had any interactions with Ethan Ralph, or you just kind of watch it from the
No.
sidelines?
Yeah, no, he's been very kind to me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everybody who's attacking him right now because he's down, I will say my attitude about it is I see what they're saying.
Thanks,
You know,
Norm.
I'm
Thanks
watching
for
it
coming on,
happen.
buddy.
I
He's gonna go
understand.
get his nightly Sopranos binge in.
Good job, Snorm.
You know what? I think, Jim, in 6 months when we're done with Justified, we'll do Sopranos because I haven't seen past season 2. I think.
Have you not?
Nah, dude, I didn't like. I
You-
was a young
you're
guy.
a
when that shit came
monster.
out. No. Remember? Okay, that show came out what 97 or something, Jim.
97 or 98, I think, is when
Yeah.
it started.
Yeah, it was late. Yeah.
So I got married in 96 and
Okay.
I was broke, right? Of course.
Yeah.
And then the first 12 years we were married, we moved to 10 different states. So
Who are you running from?
I was running to quote unquote money. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if you move here, you'll get a promotion. You move here, you get a promotion, all this bullshit. And after fucking 15 years of chasing money, I found when I'm stable in one place for a while, guess what? You make more money.
Yeah.
Like, what? Don't chase. But I put my wife and my kids, their first 10 years that, you know, they were in school, they went to a bunch of elementary schools, dude. But by the time my daughter and my youngest son were in 4th and 5th grade, we were in Illinois and they got to stay in that whole school system their entire life, which I don't know if it's any better. Not anymore. Like, I want to make one more move before I die. But then I'm like, no, I don't, because I don't think I'll get a house as cool anywhere I go, Jim. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's in the middle of a cornfield, I'm not going to have this house. And I like this house. And we're just going to have to, as we get older, have like a housekeeper come over and help us out, because there's too much house. And eventually, hopefully, these kids will move out one day. Dude. I mean, remember when you were younger and you moved, you packed your own boxes, you unpacked your own boxes. At this age, you're willing to pay for them to pack it and unpack that shit, and you give them directions where that shit goes. And take these fucking boxes with you. It's just so much.
Yeah, plus you always lose shit when you move.
It breaks, you got to file a claim. They give you half the value. And then when you get to a certain age, you've accumulated so much shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even fathom moving thinking you could go into something smaller unless you have a gigantic sale before you leave. Like, and I don't want to sell anything necessarily. I am going to sell my pinball machines, though, except for the one behind me. I got 2 other ones. They got to go. But my wife refuses to list them. She's like, I'm not listing this. I'm like, God damn it, list them. I want the money.
But I'm not going to take joy and delight in watching somebody hurt himself while other people.
That's how I feel about Nick Mercado too.
After he's personally been kind to me,
I see what's
happening to
Rocky,
him.
we hired somebody.
I understand how the internet is.
And you don't condone a lot of it. You go, it's not what I would do. Which is what
they did it for like 2 months, and they go, "Your house is too big."
Most people on the internet do things that I would not do. But on the other hand, it's like, I get it. I see why he's a cow right now. Understand?
God damn it.
Here's the problem with.
I'm not going to participate.
Here's the problem with Ethan Ralph is his brand, and what made him popular is, again, being out there, being shocking, being provocative, being willing to fight with anybody, being willing to go toe to toe. And we all applaud it when he goes at, targets we like feminists and SJWs and whatever else, so he gets it in his mind that, well, this is what people want from me. They want me to be out of control, crazy, complete shock jock 100%. But then he starts going at some of his former collaborators, people that, people from
I like it.
Life.
That's
the dark beard
man.
is
That's
pretty
just drinking.
That
I'm gonna
sounds
go
like
back
you,
on-
Vito.
Exactly.
That sounds
I
like
share. Well, that's why
Yep.
I understand Ethan.
Yes.
We share a sickness, which is we have been rewarded
Speaking of
for crazy behavior. Again, it's crazy for me to go to Netflix and have a bunch of transgender people try to beat the shit out of me for
That is
protesting on
something
behalf
that you
of Dave
did that
Chappelle.
was
Look at Narwhal's face.
That was good. What you
Right,
did.
but then
That
I'm a
was-
fucking idiot.
No,
and
I
go,
mean, the
fucked
thing
up
about
and
it is that, like, I don't pay any attention to Narwhal, but look at his face. Like, he's indignant right there. Like, he looks angry and dark. Like, that's dark wall.
A dark wall.
That's dark Narwhal.
I guess I'd have to understand. Like, it says Comicsgate Live, but was the point of Comicsgate Live that it doesn't seem like it's Narwhal's book closeout or something. So, like, I don't know if there was an expectation and it just got hijacked by Vito.
Well,
like,
I'm better at this than anybody in Comicsgate. I'm way better at getting books funded than anybody else in Comicsgate. Anybody.
Yeah.
And the reason why is that like Narwhal is one of the people whose books is getting funded here. But the way you keep people around and perhaps funding books is by creating entertainment. And this, the fact that like Narwhal's sitting there or Gabe is like, this should have been Narwhal's night. Faggot, you don't know how to run a TV show like this. You don't understand. It's a radio show. And Vito is being incredibly entertaining right now. And the dialogue between me and Vito, with John Malin every now and then jumping in and saying something. Let's see how John's humoring it, but he's like John's behaving perfectly. Umbrella Guy comes in every now and then. He's indignant. He's speaking for the chat. Everybody else is being quiet, and that includes Eric Weathers, but Eric Weathers is always quiet.
Yeah.
Gabe left in a huff. Like, that was kind of entertaining, but also really gay.
You know what's funny about it?
This is entertaining.
Nobody cared that he left, and then he had to come super chat and remind people he left. It's like nobody's like, oh no, the show's completely over. Gabe left. Gabe, quit making monkey face. The whole stream's gone.
Narwhal looks like an off-the-grid terrorist there. Like, he looks like he's gonna bomb. Like, he does look like somebody who's like picture that face there. He's like, I'm gonna shoot Trump. It's like, that's what he looks like there. I mean, he's not. I'm just saying, like, his angry face there and that whole beard and the hair and everything. He looks like American ISIS or a Unabomber or something. I don't know.
Like
Anyway.
when they're asking you to come over, but they want you to take a X amount of people out on your way over.
Yeah. Was Narwhal in his watching in a river phase at this point? I think he's always kind of done that, you know. Tug was lame as fuck, in my opinion. So is Johnny be good? I don't want to have to juggle people's super hyper negative gay, you know, feelings about other YouTubers like who are on the stream right there. Like I'm sitting there having a pleasant kind of interaction with Vito, and like it would be great if everybody kind of matched the tonality. But like even Sheila's like really into the sector and all that stuff. Like she's like, I don't really know what to say here, et cetera, et cetera. Just roll with it. Who cares? What's gonna happen? The fucking internet's crazy.
It's hard for guys like us.
Who
We know it's fun and it's funny to be crazy and to fight and whatever and get into scraps. And I mean, you fight with people on here, Ethan. You got other comic artists that you've breaking terms with, and you know we're always taking snipes at other people. Sometimes though, you go too far, you pick the wrong target, and you go, "Wow, I really fucked up." And I really fucked up.
Feels like not really
trying to fuck with Friday Night Tights. It was a stupid thing to do. It was dumb.
Why do you have to pick targets though? It's more like.
Well, because we talk about, I mean,
target. It seems like, but it's like,
well, right, like we look today, everybody's going at McFarlane for daring to say that you can't sell lady action figures, which he's completely right about. Okay, so they all attack him. We attack Heather Antos and all the idiots who are trying to.
What's this we, white man? Like you're not Comicsgate. You're not.
What are you talking about? I'm making a video. I'm making a fucking video. I am 100% the king of Comicsgate, and I have been since day one, and I always have been. In the shadow.
We don't see you around very much. In the
I just learned of him today.
No.
I gotta thank you, Vito. I have 16 $5 super chats in. That's pretty close to 20. I said 20. Okay, I got 16 in, but many of them were like $20, $10 super chats, like hoping that they would bridge the divide. So
well,
let
me say that.
No. And that's why
see, he doesn't
I gave them.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know.
Gonna quiz him.
You were gonna. That's. I mean, people have things to say to Vito. And
then Gabe comes back.
I had some questions for him. Okay.
He'll argue with you when the time comes.
Gabe came back.
Argue with you. Sure.
Yeah. Why not? No
I
problem.
know he doesn't have kids. I mean, come on, look.
He's
at
whatever.
Him.
Like, he's a low-level troll. He's not even that interesting. So whatever. Platform him all day if you want to.
Thank you, chat, for putting up with that. It was just it was for my amusement. I know that you paid for it. I'm really sorry about that, but
most of them don't know who he is, so they're just like, God, this
now they do.
Horrible. just that. Yeah.
Gabe just reads the chat. He's just paying attention to what people are saying.
That, and
well,
you know, you should, I don't know.
Okay, about that. Did you not ever know? You probably didn't because you were running the show. But whenever I would be on Kings with him, he would be in the chat sometimes arguing with people in the chat or talking to them. So you know how like he's always looking down.
Yeah.
Like he would be in the chat talking to people. Like it's like, dude, you're on air, talk on air. But no, he would just sit on air like he does and then talk in the chat.
Right. Yeah.
And you probably never noticed it because you're
running the show. I'm trying
yeah. And sometimes he would be having.
I can't believe anybody would be.
Like it wouldn't be like he's just sitting in their butt,
talking to
you
people
know?
while there's a show going.
Yeah, I always found that weird. It's like, why are you there if you're here?
Insane.
You know, every now and then I'll say something in the chat, but not often. Not if I'm on stream.
How dare you, Jim?
Just talk.
I would respect Gabe more if he left and stayed away.
Right.
But he didn't. He came back as soon as Vito left. He came back and he wanted to sort of see if he could get some clout from that. Like, is there any clout to get from the fact that I just said "fuck you" to Vito? Let me find out by coming back on the show.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
lot of people are saying, yeah, I argued with him. He kind of goes, yeah, LOL, yeah, he would try to get snippy with me. Yeah, that was like every stream he was on. That was just his thing.
Gabe yelled at me when I told him Jesus wrote a dinosaur. He had no sense of humor, says Rocco guy. Gabe was always typing away in the chat, says Raj Mataro.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, who do we miss that isn't here anymore? I'd like to see Tug come back every now and then. He probably would.
I would Tug a couple of times. He's fun.
Sheila can come back if she wants to.
She left.
She didn't really leave. She's every now and then you'll see her say hi in the chat, but like she hasn't. Is she in any of the rooms?
No.
I don't know. Anyway, so that's the thing. So after that happened, you know, Gabe sent me that ultimatum. He said, "They'll never do that again." He said,
and he publicly posted an ultimatum in that Comicsgate green room.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Anthony Michael says, Ethan, you mentioned once before that the CG live streams engaging kayfabe. Is something like this a bit? Who has gone off script in this, etc.? It's not like we plan anything like this.
Yeah.
Kayfabe is just, you know, like you have a personality, right? That comes out that you would never do in real life. Like me saying, "Hey, you're friends with Mr. Girl." Who's Mr. Girl? Oh, he's this guy who wrote this song, "I'm a Pedophile," and you bring it up. Like I would never do that in real life. I do that for the entertainment of the chat. Shane Davis's mange character is kayfabe.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you do that in real life.
Yeah. I mean, when I do it in real life, there's a camera or something recording, you know, a photo or something. If I do it in real life,
It's not that anybody goes off script. What it is that some people contribute to the bit and other people harsh the bit. And you've got to manage the people that are harshing the bit. Like Narwhal sitting there like this.
So
Narwhal didn't say a word the whole time.
I just chose to ignore him because I'm not going to draw him into that. There's a pleasant kind of tension that's happening between Vito, the chat, me, and Don Malin in that scenario. So keep him out of it. But it's like Gabe going, "Fuck you," blah blah blah. It's like so you just harsh the buzz. You ruin the bit.
If Vito embarrassed me on that stream, I would have said something to him on that stream.
And in the end, like even if you were like not siding with Vito on his stand, I mean, you drummed it up until let me get $5 $20 super chats just so you could kick him. And the punchline was, he went this. I got one more thing to say, and you kicked him off.
I did end up kicking him, right?
Like, yeah. But you played it in an entertaining way. You know, you're a showman. You know, I mean that's what you fired the stream up to do.
You got your money's worth if you gave me $5 to kick Vito, because I didn't just go, okay, so what do you want to say? All right, we'll see you later, and then kick him that way. He said, I have one thing to say. Nope, out of here. Kicked. People paid for you to leave. Robert Frank says, EBS, you should do a Where Are They Now episode of Trashcast about everybody who's no longer here. I mean, we go on and on and on, but they're still here. They're just kind of orbiting, you know, and orbiting angry, a little bit angrily.
John said this once, and it kind of rings true here. Like, people kind of get upset and leave, right? And for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter. But this thing with Gabe is a prime example. They get, it's weird when they leave, because it's usually they leave over kind of the thing that brought them here to begin with, was the live streams and the views and the attitude and the humor and selling books, right? So they come for like a moth to the flame.
They're watching it. They like it from the outside. Then they get in and they're like, oh, I'm really uncomfortable.
Yeah. And but in a weird way, and John said that like months, I'd say 6-8 months ago on the Dungeoneer thing. And I'm watching the Gabe thing, and it's like, no, that's the same thing. He came here.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I find that weird because I watch Comicsgate streams way before I came here. Like, so to me, I kind of understood like the bullshit of it, the hazing, all of that. But I constantly see people get their nose bent out of shape over it. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Even that, like, I don't, because Gabe going, see, to me, the worst part of all of that is Gabe going into the green room in front of everybody, 20-some, 30-some CGers, and make an ultimatum of you need to kick him next time. Like, in front of everybody. Like, this is a room where we get the link for your show. Now, in front of everybody, I'm going to tell you what to do in front of all these people, what to do with your show. I get you're like, I can't believe he texted me that. To me, I'd be more offended that he chose to do that flex in front of everybody. Like, like
it's embarrassing to me. You know what I mean? Like what if Vito's my friend? You know, it's like, and this is just a bit, and you're like, fuck you, child touching asshole, or whatever it was. The fuck. It's like, you know what? That was uncomfortable. But truth of the matter is, I don't care. Look at this. Thank you for introducing me to Rippa. You need anything, you tell me. CG sits atop a pile of our enmity's bones. Understand? To see like what I go through.
Yeah.
All right, should we get back to texts?
It's up to you. But now I do want to point out the thing that brought us there is I never saw Vito disrespect Narwhal.
No, Narwhal was not even there. I mean, not even like a presence. And I mean, the apparently that live stream was 6 hours long. Remember, we would just do 6-hour live streams, and it was no problem. Now I do 2, 3, maybe 4 hours, and I'm done. But I mean, back then we would just go all night, and it was just so much fun. It was great.
Yeah, but like, let me attest something here. If somebody comes in and you're like 3 hours in, and somebody comes in, he kind of refurbishes the stream a little bit. You got another 30 minutes, hour off of it. So, I get what you're saying, but people floating in and out can really keep a stream inflated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like anybody new, like you came in and now we're live streaming some more. Johnny D says Narwhal will go with the mob every time. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's how it is. That wasn't that long ago, says RoboSquibs. No, it was only 2 years ago. It's speaking of which, let me see. That's like send PTP the link, says Ember1282. PTP was always the first one in here. The reason why the live streams are big is I'd have like Comicsgate Live, I'd have a Comicsgate Live room, and there were like 50 people in there. And I put the link in there, and immediately my chat would be filled up with people. If you had a book to promote, you'd be likely to be there. If you didn't really show up that much, unless there was some other reason for you to be there. Unless you're like a comic skater who was kind of like, I'm supposed to be here grabbing work, but most of the guys were really just out for themselves. PTP was always on the show, always. I'd start up a live stream. He would be the first one. It was either him or Micah Curtis. I think, was it Micah Curtis? Who was the other adult? No, Adam Post. Okay. I'd start up a live stream, put the link in there, and bing, 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 3 people. I'm looking, I'm like, John, Shane Cecil, Anna, maybe? No, Adam Post, Micah Curtis, PTP. And I'd be like, I just want to quit right now. Right now, I want to kick them out, but I have to let them in and try to start something going. And then hopefully like somebody interesting would come in.
Yeah, but
to make that happen.
I know that sucked because it's unpredictable and you're just putting the link out there to so many people, but you did end up with like some really fun streams. Like, I don't want to say,
but only because of you and John and Cecil. Like, they like really none of the other people. I haven't put the link into this Comicsgate room in a year. I just haven't done that. Well, maybe I've done it once or twice, but it's just like,
Jesus Christ.
No, I haven't done it in a while. I just haven't done it. And even like you're the only one who got the link for tonight. I'll give Shane the link. I'd like Shane to come in if you can. But the idea of like getting more people in here than I want to talk to, that I want to juggle, dealing with attitudes and stuff. Just doesn't. Remember Camel Moon says Emperor 1282. Yes, I like Camel Moon. Camel Moon is a seether. There are certain individuals you don't realize they're seething because you're having such a good time, but they're seething, and Camel Moon was one of those.
Yeah, he's the one that threw me off a little bit because the guy, I guess if he was so upset, it was like, what are you, like, you literally made content out of everybody, packaged it and sold it. It's like, I don't know, like, what, I mean, like, you
Like, he should have been an
excited?
observer. He never should have been on the show, Shane. Like, him being on the show with us was a mistake because it ruined his gig. He should have been somebody who was like Comic Skate Drama, observing us and making content based on what we did. But he wanted to get involved, and that ruined his whole gig. And then he just thought, like, he was a creator for some reason, and that's where he went wrong. And got upset. See, and we were supposed to be supporting him. So.
Okay, enough of this shit, Jim.
I've got to bail out, guys. I've got
Yeah,
an early
me
morning
too.
tomorrow.
I got to go do a fucking 4-hour training class in the morning.
I gotta go chop wood. It's great.
Jim, what time's your delivery tomorrow? Do you know? 8 to noon, noon to
They said
2?
it's from 7 to 7.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Holy shit, that is
What?
Yeah, they said from 7 to 7.
Did you ask them if they're paying your salary for the day? Like,
No, I just said whatever. They're going to call me. They said they're going to call in the morning and give me a more accurate time.
yeah, they're going to call you and it's going to be a number you don't recognize. And fucking Paco in the truck is going to get pissed off when you don't answer the phone. I hate that shit.
Hello, Mr. Jim. I'm currently on my way to your house with your TV delivery.
Please call me back. Ugh, Jesus.
All right. So we're going to call it a night.
We are going to, yes, call it a night. We're going to